agree. But still close and hard yet to be. If the moon comes out to compliment the stars, I'll be loving you. If the clock's still ticking at the end of time, nothing you can do ever change my mind. Let the world come on and let it cease away. I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. Yeah.
BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports contests and events with first-to-market odds and lines. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Lloyd Spence. And listen, all you got to do is find your reviews and news for every league, including Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, and even golf, all at betonline.ag. BetOnline continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information, from live in-game betting, props, and futures. So, head to BetOnline today and use your mobile device to join today and make your first sports bet. Use our promo code BELIEVE50, that's BELIEVE50, BLEAV50, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. It's BetOnline, it's where the game starts. Tell them the Noise Makers sent you.
Popcorn World. Shunning Popcorn World. Yeah. Popcorn World. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. You can make it round the world and it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. 250 flavors. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world. What's that saying? Breaking down the rumor and smelling out. Speaking for the people who will slow around. Taking toast to power with the whisper and the shout. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Hey yeah, say it again, say we're talking noise. Yeah, talking noise. Really don't have time to fool around. Never noise keeps us lined up. When truth divine, the sound that you hear is the sound of success. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Yeah, picking up all the same. We're talking noise. Oh yeah. Oh, talking noise. Say it again. We're talking noise. Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
Al B is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on, Al B?
What is up, my brother?
You made it, bro. You made it. That's what's up. You made it.
Somehow I made it.
Come on, Al. Sing that thing for the Lord.
Somehow I made it.
Through it
Man,
all.
y'all can take that 360 and shove it up y'all's derriere.
Wow. What 360 are we referring to?
That highway 360.
Oh, yeah, it's not a good highway.
No,
It's a bit confusing. It's a bit confusing. I will admit that to you, Al B. We probably should have warned you about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it put you out at? Just out of curiosity.
I'm over off Abram.
Oh.
Abram and something. I'm in Arlington.
Okay, gotcha. I know you are. Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad.
And y'all also could have told me that DFW was its own city
Oh yeah.
with interstates and everything else. It's its own city.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
My shuttle ride from the concourse to the car rental place was 15 minutes.
I thought you had traveled to DFW before. I thought you knew that.
No sir.
Oh, I apologize for sure now. Yeah.
First time in the fine state of Texas.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know why I thought you'd been there before. Okay, yeah. That's again, apologies, Al. Yes, it is its own little community filled with highways and byways, overpasses and underpasses.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is very, very different. Which now you understand why Ron was complaining about it last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Did you get good weather, Al?
It is beautiful. It was beautiful weather everywhere. Charlotte was slightly cooler than Louisville. And it's not too hot here in the fine state of Texas, city of Dallas. So it's beautiful weather everywhere.
Awesome. Sounds like you are set up for a glorious weekend, my friend.
That is my hope. But did not know traveling could be so exhausting.
Oh no, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
I've had about 5 naps, man. I've had about 5 naps, and I didn't touch down until 2:00.
Yeah, it could be challenging. I won't lie to you. It could be challenging. Well, that's good, Al. I'm glad you got there safe and you set up for a good weekend, brother. That makes me happy.
I'll let people get a quick glance before you do call it worship.
Okay. that's
my current state of mind, man.
Well, but now, Al, you without disclosing everything, you did get a mighty early start this morning. It was, you started the day pretty early, brother.
Yeah, I did, and I ended the previous night pretty late. So
yeah,
I didn't start packing. I didn't start packing until about 11:30, 12 o'clock. So.
Yeah. But ain't nothing like a good vacation where you can just get away for a minute. Ain't nothing like it.
Right. And then, and it's nothing like reaching your destination, not having an itinerary. So if you want to just sit your lazy derriere in this room and watch young Sheldon for the next 4 hours, I can do that.
To me, that's what a vacation is. A real vacation does not have an itinerary. It has a location, but it doesn't have a definitive itinerary. You can go at whatever pace you want to go to. That's called vacation.
So how you crazy kids do?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Mama Noid?
I'm well.
She's on brand.
I'm well.
She's on brand. Yep. We're good, man. It's nice here today. It's actually really nice here today. It finally kind of cooled down, which
Oh,
is
that's nice.
yeah. We had a steady 75 today, Mama Nora. All
I
70,
haven't been outside.
yeah, it's been about 75 degrees, so it's been really
That's
comfortable.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice weather right there. We'll take that all day. It's actual fall weather today, so we're very happy with that. So shout out first and foremost, though my day got started very early today because today's show, Believe in the ACC, started at 7:30 a.m. here. Shout out to EJ Manuel who joined us this morning. And it was really, really good. We had a really good time with him this morning. Had a good conversation with him too about the patience that it takes to develop quarterbacks in the NFL. Because you know what's funny, Al? I thought EJ, for some reason in my head, EJ was a lot older than he actually is. But EJ
thought or he is.
No, I thought he was older than he actually is. I thought he was closer to his 40s. But EJ is like 32, 33, 34. He's young. Yeah. He got to the NFL in 2012, 2013, something like that. And I remember his time with the Bills. He was there at the Bills for like 3 years. And they kind of screwed him over. My words, not his, because they didn't really give him time to develop. Even though he was a first-round pick, they didn't give him time to truly develop into the quarterback I think he could have potentially came. And so he told us the story this morning that in 2019, the year that they were supposed to go to the year the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, he was supposed to go he was playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then he decided, somebody approached him to say, hey, we're starting this new thing called the ACC Network. Would you like to be a part of it? And so he went and auditioned. And then after he auditioned and went through several rounds and he had already made the team in Kansas City and blah, 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 he said, I think I'd like to go do the ACC Network. So he retired after 6 years. Which he said he just wasn't loving it anymore. He wasn't loving football anymore. I can respect that. Because if you don't love it, you shouldn't be playing it. It's too violent of a game to be playing it half-heartedly.
History books is filled with individuals that did not listen to their heart and their mind when it said it's time. So shout out to him for
Very
open ear.
Very true. Guess what he gets to do? Because he listened. Walk normal, no concussions, probably no CTE. I'm being honest, Mama Noy, no CTE. He gets to lead a game in a relatively healthy state. Which is like Al said, history doesn't say that's how it normally goes. Most people don't leave like that. They leave, wobbling and slow walking and, just not in a good situation. So shout out to EJ. But we enjoyed him tremendously. Go back and watch that interview if you get a chance. You'll enjoy it. Tremendous. All right. We do have a couple of church announcements. And I'm going to mix the start of the service in with the church announcements, if y'all don't mind, just to kind of save some time. We're going to keep it mellow, though. We're going to get white guitarists to do this one. White guitarists, if you don't mind, sir. Tune it up for me. White guitarists. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Talkin NOIZ. So grateful to have you here today. We realize that you've probably brought your church fans and your Bibles and your Bible. We appreciate that always. I just want to give you some quick church announcements. Tomorrow is our official anniversary celebration, rather. We're already in the anniversary, but the celebration is tomorrow. And so we just come and have fun. No real heavy agenda. We're just coming to have a good time and laugh. We may not do a long show, but we're going to do a fun show. So come check us out for tomorrow. And then, of course, Saturday is the Uncorked Wine Awards. We're gonna give out an award tomorrow or Saturday. Awards to Saturday for the Uncorked Wine Awards, and that should be a lot of fun. And also, I forgot to mention on tomorrow we have the Noise Maker of the Year Award. Who will that be? You'll find out tomorrow. So with that being said, we thank you for your church announcements. And now back to you, Pat. It's always that heavy thing that he does right there. I understand what that's about. My guitar would be leaning in, like halfway through the song. He'd be leaning in. Okay. Mama knows, why are you looking like that? Why are you looking confused and bewildered?
I didn't know I was looking confused and bewildered.
And bewildered. Like not just confused, but also bewildered. Not just confused, but also bewildered. What's that about?
Okay. Trying to figure out, what are you eating that has you smacking like that?
I'm not smacking on air. You can't hear me.
Your mouth is moving and you keep putting stuff in it.
I had to take for some chips, Mama Noise.
Okay.
I hadn't eaten since earlier. The meal you fixed me earlier this morning.
Well, you know, when you get older, Mama Noise, you kind of just move your mouth like you're chewing something, but sometimes you're not.
No. That is disturbing. I would hope that he is not that old.
Why is that
Well,
disturbing?
look at all the gray hair. I don't know.
That's his birthmark.
No. Mama, I
don't
appreciate
know.
you saying that. That's my birthmark.
You are not even 50 years old, talking like somebody who's 60 or 70.
Hey, Al. I appreciate you saying that, but if a nigga got a face full of birthmark, something is different. I got a face full of birthmark.
Salt and pepper
Right,
since
right.
I met
I knew you when you had the little patch at the age of
Right.
13.
Right. Now, I did have a little small patch when I had hair.
And then when I met you, it developed into salt and pepper, but you still had the patch. So, you know, you thought, well, if I just go ahead and go bald, I just it's all gone. Well, then, you know, your hair was like, I know what, let's go to the beard.
Mom, no, I appreciate you changing and rewriting the narrative, but I didn't go bald because of that patch. I went bald because I was going bald. There was nothing up there. There's a big, gigantic hole in the dome.
Black man,
bald.
would you let your queen ride for you, please?
Okay,
Let your queen ride for you.
I'll be quiet.
But when she's not here, I'll talk to you.
You ride, baby. You ride. Go ahead now. Tell your story. Tell your truth, as the people say.
Okay. I mean, you're not even 50 years old with a full gray beard. You know, it has something to do with. Okay, Anthony Bruce.
Oh, see, I'm gonna be so sad today. I can't see the chat.
Oh, you can't see the chat streak. Oh, it says streak at 14 years ago. I had the streak at 14 years ago. So it's okay, Mama Noise. Listen, I didn't say I wasn't sexy. I'm still sexy. I'm very sexy. But I do have the gray. I got the gray popping all over the place.
It was sexy for men, but you know, I'll be honest with you. When you and I was trying to take our relationship to the next level, I started to intercede and said, Lord, don't let us have no children that have that gray patch.
Did you really do that? Did you really pray that prayer? You didn't want the girls that had the gray patch?
Because I have a friend that I went to school with that was remain nameless. She had her whole head was salt and pepper, and folks kept thinking that she was related to the Munsters and the Addams family and all that type of stuff. And she just got the business. Didn't matter what she tried to do to it, it did not change. Dyeing it and all that stuff, nothing changed. Matter of fact, it turned it a copper color when she kept trying to dye it and stuff. It was bad. I said, I don't want that for them. If I had some boys, I would absolutely say I would encourage them to have the same as their father.
Okay, but Mama Noise, that's not true today though. That back then that may have been true, but women that are graying now, they holding it down.
Not as a child.
Maybe not as a child, but
no, I didn't want that for a child.
Mama Noise, I'm telling you, men. See, look, I agree with Anthony Bruce. Foul on the play. I think women that are gray haired now are very sexy.
As babies.
No, no. Stop saying babies. I'm talking about women that are grown women that are gray haired. They're holding it down. They look beautiful.
Okay, because
If you
think
Mama Noise, if you went ahead and went all gray, you'd be a fine gray haired little thing.
So you thinking that every, in my mind, when you say, yeah, every woman, you thinking that road chick or whoever from, what's his name, Country Wayne, that goes around, letting everybody know he's after a cougar or whatever.
He ain't out there no more. The relationship is taking a turn.
Well, but she came to instant stardom because she's all silver haired and stuff. See?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
She did. Folk was loving her, Mama Noise. They was loving her.
Yeah, I see.
I think I picked the wrong time to unfollow her.
You unfollowed her? Why'd you unfollow her?
I unfollowed her, Venus, and even my sweetheart, Kelly Rowland. I unfollowed all of them celebrities. They they got enough. They don't need me.
I'll be thinking like that too.
You just don't want to be on the train anymore?
I'm filling up my news feed.
It's not that it's not like I dislike them or loathe them or anything. It's like, why am I following them? What's the point? I don't comment on their stuff. You know what I mean? So
I got you.
That's how I feel.
Well, following is definitely I don't know. As a
but I'm kind of heartbroken that I didn't get that image right there. That's real.
Well, that's what you unfollowed, Al. That's what you unfollowed. You took yourself out.
Roll your boat gently down the street. Oh, not everybody that didn't pop in everybody's head when that picture came. Bro.
No.
I got what you were trying to say, Al. Mama knows me much. No, I understood what he was saying.
All right, well, that just explains why men follow her. If I'm walking around with a big old man's t-shirt and ain't nothing but side boob and stuff showing that,
Mama
that is not side boob. That is full frontal boobage.
No, it was no nipple showing.
Well, yeah, but that's not side boob.
That's cleavage and
in the famous words of Pastor J, shit hell.
Pastor.
Side boob pops out the side, Mama knows. That's why I call it side boob.
Well, as long as y'all experts.
And also, we are. We're very much experts. And also, let me be very clear. I can show you some outfits that you are more than welcome
to. No, I'm good. I don't need you to show me anything.
For me. This is for me. This is for my personal reason.
But why you got to do it right now?
I ain't saying I'm going to do it right now. I'm talking about later, tonight. After the show. I'll show you some side boob outfits that you can don.
No, we ain't sending no links, Anthony Bruce.
Anthony Bruce, I will take care of the link for you.
What? See, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm not going to send the link.
Wink, wink.
That's some dirty pool right there, boy.
What?
Then you gonna mouth, I'm gonna send the link anyway.
That's not what I mouthed. I mouthed.
No, don't you.
It looks similar.
Don't you lie to me, Ricky Bobby.
See,
nope.
They look exactly the same.
No, they don't.
Okay.
What he had said was.
Oh my goodness. I'm excited about this weekend. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Al, will you have some time? I know it's gonna be late Saturday, but you got a big weekend playing?
No, I have intentions to meet my sister. Not really my sister, but she and her family live here in Carrollton. So we plan on getting together Saturday and going to the Texas 70-day state fair.
Oh Lord. Are y'all going early?
Sometime Saturday. I don't know when, but sometime Saturday.
Oh,
but
Lord.
First one's in.
I don't know if it's Noah's Ark or the State Fair. It's like 40 days long. Why? Why's your fair so long?
Because it's a state
It's
fair.
a
And
big
Texas
deal.
is a big state. It involves the entire state.
Hmm. Really big deal.
So everybody in the state comes. So yeah, it's huge, man. It's very huge. I would suggest to you, Al, go early.
Mm,
It's a big fair. It's not a small fair.
mm.
And if you go early, because it ain't. Please don't compare it to anything you've ever seen before. And that includes Disney World. That includes Six Flags. It ain't nothing like that. It's a big, massive thing.
Just make sure you go down the Midway. I think that's where all the food is.
Well, of course he's gonna get some food, Mama.
Oh, but I'm talking about this is food that it's not at your average state fair.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, you'll have a good
Yeah,
time. It'll be fun.
I've seen
But
some of it on Carnival Eats on the Cooking Channel and Food Network.
Yeah, but it's a lot of walking. That's why I'm just trying to prepare you for the level of walking that it is. It is a lot of walking. If you're truly trying to see the bulk of it like you would a Kentucky State Fair, you probably need to start early.
Yeah.
Like, don't be trying to show up at like 1 o'clock. You won't. Yeah, 1 o'clock. You're gonna be dog time. By the time you get back to your humble abode, you're just gonna collapse. But and you probably gonna collapse anyway, regardless of what time you go. But it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. But have fun. It's gonna be fun, huh?
I said, duly noted.
Duly noted. Yeah. Well, cool. That sounds fun. And then you got the rest of your vacation there, so that's awesome. All right, then, Al B. Before we get into the topic of the day, I wanted to share something with you guys because this was weird. So, in the ever-changing evolution of young people doing weird stuff, this is a weird story. I didn't want to save it to tomorrow because it's weird enough to go into today. But y'all familiar with the show Wild 'N Out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Familiar with Wild 'N Out, okay. So there's a young lady on the show that's been there for like almost a decade named B. Simone. And I got familiar with B. Simone from her social media presence. She initially was a content creator that was kind of doing her thing and hooked up with Desi Banks, and Desi started doing some stuff, and the combination kind of shot her up through the ranks, and she went and auditioned for Wild 'N Out, and she made it, and she was on Wild 'N Out for, like I said, almost 10 years. Well, here recently, another young lady who is the baby mama and ex-girlfriend of the baby, not Lil Baby, but the baby, wanted to be on the show or was asked to be on the show. So Danny Lee was on the show, and her people, we all got people. Her people said, well, if she's going to be on the show, she would like B. Simone not to be on the episode that she's on. Everybody, Mama Noise, they had the same reaction to that request as you had. But keep in mind, the show is not owned by Nick Cannon anymore. It's owned by Viacom. And so I guess Viacom was like, we will honor that request. You don't have to be on there. In fact, we'll do you one better. Now, here's where it gets confusing. It was announced today on the Tamron Hall show that B. Simone is off the show. Now, depending on who you choose to believe, she's off the show because of that request. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Because why would somebody completely take you off the show completely, like you're fired, if it's just a situation with one guest? I'm confused. So that's why I wanted to bring this to the peoples. Because does that story make sense to you, what I just explained to y'all right now when I said what I said? Al,
Um,
know it?
it's peculiar.
It's peculiar.
It's suspect that all of a sudden this chick is kicked off the show.
Because I do understand the whole we don't rock with each other. Because I think there was some tension. I think B Simone hit on her man at one point when she was with Da Baby, and so Danny Lee felt the way about that. So I get it, but to be kicked off the show altogether, I feel like the whole story is not being.
For 9 seasons.
Yeah, I don't feel like the whole story is being told. Something is being left out of this story. But Al is a wise sage. So we will. Al, what are your thoughts on this? Did we lose Al? Okay, maybe we lost Al, or maybe he had to step away or something.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't quite understand this story at all. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a problem with somebody, I get that. I get that y'all don't rock with each other. And I get saying, okay, well, because they filmed so many episodes of Wildin' Out. I could say, okay, well, listen, you ain't going to be on this one. That's fine. Because everybody's not on every episode. So that's fine. But that's not what they said. What they're announcing is that she's off the show. And that's weird.
Well, since, like you said, Viacom owns it, that part right there. So, yeah, I something is amiss.
And then here's the other part of it. I don't know if this means she's gone, or she's just from that episode.
Man, I don't know, but every time I hear that name, Danny Lee, some stuff happens.
It's always some drama with her.
I mean, last time I heard her name, wasn't it like one of her relatives got shot and killed at a bowling alley or something because of the baby, something alleged something?
I don't know. It's
and he put her out the house and all this other type of stuff. They are just so toxic. There's so much stuff that was in the news about them. It comes as no surprise that now once again that name comes up, and now there's something else that's done happen.
Well, here's B Simone on the Tamron Hall show talking about it.
Welcome back to our show. We are live. You heard that, Mike, because we have a little breaking news, if you will. We've been talking about finding happy. Part of my finding happy has been always using my voice and to say exactly the things that have been happening in my life. We have B Simone and Kim Coles here. And in the commercial break, I've been talking to B Simone. She's been trending all night long. There's a report that you were supposed to appear on an episode of Wildin' Out, this hit MTV show, Nick Cannon's show, and that another female guest persuaded producers to take you off the show. That you'd done nothing wrong and you were taken off, and your fans are concerned. Is it true they took you off the show?
You know what? I'm going to answer that very simply. It is true, but we're going to have grace for that situation. I don't agree with it, but I understand it, especially, she's not that mature. So we're just going to have grace for her and move forward. And I know that sounds like I don't even have a publicist. That sounds like the publicist's answer, but I've had time to think about it and not react emotionally, and that's genuinely how I feel.
And so the show, we've not been able to verify if that is why they say.
Right,
it's just out, there's a social media, it's everywhere, that you were taken off because this person wanted you off.
Correct.
And you have been told you're not on the show, but you don't know the full story.
I've been on
all happening now.
Yeah, I've been on Wildin' Out for 9 seasons. So I wasn't on that episode because she was on the episode.
Allegedly taken off for that. So
Correct.
Here's the deal. I'll tell you this.
Yeah, so it's
Tim
just
and I've
that
been around
episode.
this game for a while.
Mhm.
I was walking out the door of a certain network and I learned I was taken off. Handle it with grace.
Yeah.
And you will find you're happy.
Yeah.
Okay, then Tamron goes into the handle it with grace and all that stuff. That's fine, which is fine. I mean, she's not wrong, but to
Sound
say
like
handle it with grace without knowing the context of what has taken place is to imply that B. Simone is innocent and of anything that would make her want to be taken off the show, which we don't know.
sound like
People could have a very good reason as to why she's not on the show.
sound like the chick. What's her name? The vegan chick that has swept everything because she
Who, Tabitha?
Yeah. It sound like when she said, "I'm just gonna lend that to Grace, baby." Just
Well,
God
no,
bless.
I understand what she's trying to do. I just think we got to exhibit a little more patience in our understanding of what took place.
Well, yeah, because for one thing, she don't want to be labeled the angry black woman.
But she might very well be the angry black woman, for all we
And
know.
on that show, that's part of her shtick.
That is part of her shtick, right? And traditionally, B. Simone has been known as the angry black woman. Let's be honest now. Let's not rewrite the narrative to make it, to tell a better story or tell a more comfortable story.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not out of the realm of possibility that B. Simone has had a real conflict with this girl. And to me, if there is a real conflict, why is that a bad thing to ask her to be off? Mom knows why you looking around like that.
I don't know. All of a sudden, some music started blaring. I didn't know what was happening.
On your computer?
Yeah.
You got a screen open. You got 1,000 screens open. Just close one of them.
You know what? That ain't nobody else's business.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
That's your tail, dude.
I was going to say, how do you know that from outside the club? You can't even get in. How do you know how many screens she's got?
Trust me, bro. I am very aware of my lovely bride's screens. It's unbelievable. She is. Mama Noise is a creature. Listen, when she's in work mode, she'll think of something and she'll say, "Oh, let me open up another screen. Oh, let me open up another screen." And next thing you know, she had 1,000 screens open. But to her credit, she knows what screens she has open. I will give her credit for that for sure. It's not random, like she don't know. She knows what she got open. But I'd be like, you can close some of them screens. She said, "No, I'm working on something." I'm like, you're working on a lot of things. That's what it looks like. You're working on a lot of things. So anyway, Al, I'm curious. What foods are you gonna try while you're there?
I had my eyes and my heart set on a barbecue joint, but came to find out they close every day at 3:30. So
What was this?
I forget the name of it, but I was scrolling through looking for restaurants near me. I was like, man, that looks good.
Yeah.
Then I looked at the hours of operation. So I plan on getting me a nice steak.
Okay.
Who goes to Texas and not experience the homegrown cattle?
Gotta get a steak.
And I want to hit up one of these barbecue joints and see what all the fuss is all about. Other than that, I don't have any real plans. I ate at a seafood place in Charlotte. Man. Like I've had better frozen microwave seafood. Y'all got to step y'all game up. So
wow, better frozen.
Texas.
Wow,
Texas, you better come hard because I'm being critical. Savage Al.
Savage Al is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Savage Al is in the building.
I'd be like the big queen on the Wiz. Don't nobody bring me no bad food.
No bad food. No bad food. No bad food. No bad food. Don't nobody bring me no bad food. Okay.
And now she strolled through the warehouses exactly how I'm gonna be strolling through these restaurants.
She strolled too with purpose. She was purpose and intent was in her heart.
I only digress and hate that we're not there. Because there's no way you should be roaming around the DFW without the guidance of, because listen, when we first came to the DFW, and I think that this guy named Bill took us around to all the different restaurants and stuff, and I think, what was it called? Two Partners. Remember we went to
Two Partners. They were okay.
I think they have a restaurant in the airport.
They do.
But he took us around.
We don't have a restaurant in the airport.
The airport is basically a super mall.
Hell, the Concourse C was bigger than most of the malls in Louisville.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. These are true facts that you're stating right now.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, my first time out there to come pick somebody up. No, I was coming to pick Lloyd up. Man, I told him I ain't doing it no more. I couldn't believe I got lost in the airport area. I didn't know, because if you go out the wrong way, it'll take you on a whole nother direction. You have to go back out the way you came in. Oh man, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
Mama Noise, I have absolutely zero thoughts that I will make it into the airport on my first attempt on Monday morning. Zero.
No. You'll be fine.
And you tell your friend, Anthony Bruce,
what?
He'll get that steak when I get them White Castles.
I mean, I knew he was gonna say that.
I'm saying, okay, this might be a good time for an exchange. Like
Kyrie coming in hot.
Wow. Why are you coming in so hot, Ron?
Because he had the business out there. So
man,
I have not been here a hot second, Ron, and I second that emotion.
Wow, everybody's coming in hot today. So Anthony Bruce, here's what I was saying. You and Al work this out where y'all meet at the parking lot of the airport in Muhammad Ali Airport.
No.
You bring the White Castle's chicken rings. You bring the steak, Al, and a piece can occur. What? Al, we trying to speak to the people.
He and I will forever be like the Hatfields and the McCoys, all over a slaughter with cheese.
But I think this could work out, Al. I think this could work out if you work together as a team, and then through the blessings of God, y'all could fix this.
Yeah, because wasn't the Hatfields and McCoys over a ham?
A ham?
I think the whole thing was supposed to be over a ham.
I don't think it was over a ham.
It was over like one item. You need to watch the documentary.
Oh Lord, with the documentary.
Oh, there we go. And there we go.
You know what?
Okay. I'll look it up. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'll look it up. All right,
you never take my word for nothing.
I'm taking the word.
You gotta go look up the facts. Like, in other words, I'm checking for a flaw in Mama Noise's.
I'm not checking for a flaw. It's not a flaw.
To Anthony Bruce's last statement, well, you know he didn't come up with that phrase until after he got his ass whipped. So, are you willing to go through that test to reach your testimony?
Wow! Why did I?
Man, this is some serious.
Woo! Savage Al is in the building.
I mean,
only Jay wouldn't appreciate what a man will do and go through for White Castles. Only Jay wouldn't appreciate.
No, he don't know nothing about that.
That is true. He does not understand. Maybe his love for crystals is equal to our love of White Castles. I don't think so, but Mama Noise, you are right in a way. In a way, not in the way you said as a ham, but it was actually ownership of two Razorback hogs.
Okay, so they weren't ready to be served up. They were hogs first before they became ham.
Yeah, I don't know if it was as simple as, I don't know if they were trying to cook them, but that's where the feud it started.
But can you imagine all of what happened all over two hams, two hogs?
4 pig feet. 8 pig feet. Just say 8 pig feet.
8 pig feet.
2 pork butts.
But like, what would the
And a
people?
bottle of hot sauce. Come on, sir.
I'm just saying,
This
all
could
of
be-
that shooting back and forth all over some hams.
Yeah, but I really like hams though. Like, were they glazed or?
Are you serious?
I'm just trying to understand.
They
What
didn't do all that back then.
You don't know what they did. It might have been bourbon glazed Razorbacks.
And say that was enough for us to be shooting for.
Right. Have you tasted these Razorbacks? They're amazing.
Okay.
Best damn pork I ever had.
First time I ever had in my life. Okay. Okay. So that's interesting. I never knew that actually. I never knew what the reason was behind it or whatever.
I mean, and then you say, okay, petty much?
They are literally broadcasting this game like it is Texas A&M versus Notre Dame.
The Commanders game?
No, it's high school football.
Oh yes. Well, that happens. Like who's playing this week in the?
That would require me to put on my glasses, but I do know they high school.
It's probably a rivalry. Listen, Texas high school football. Now that's something I would suggest.
Yeah.
If at all possible. I know
Dunbar and somebody.
If it's Dunbar and Duncanville, then that explains it.
Oh, wait.
Is Duncanville green?
I don't remember. They may be.
Let's move on. I'll just, as soon as I know, I'll let you know. Oh, Western Hills Cougars versus Dunbar Wildcats.
I don't know much about Western Hills. Maybe they are. Maybe that's a big rivalry, and I'm not aware of it. But I don't go to that side of town much either. That's too far to be traveling. Are they playing in Cowboy Stadium?
It doesn't look like it.
Oh, they're playing in Dunbar. Okay. Yeah, you'd have to do some driving for that one. That's probably not worth the drive. I mean, it'll be a fun game. All Texas football is fun, but that's a lot to go see. So to drive to anyway.
But right off of the expressway is seeing Allen High School.
Ron said a bourbon glazed pork butt would make you slap your mama. So maybe that's what it was, Mama Noise. I don't think you.
And so he said,
if it'll make you slap your mama, I'm sure it'll make you slap the hell out of a neighbor. So okay,
right.
I understand.
Or shoot one in the face is what I'm talking
and
about.
have a family feud going on for many years. Really?
You tasted it though, Mama. You may not have tasted it. You may not be aware. So anyway, I have an interesting topic for us tonight, guys. A really interesting topic. And I apologize because it happened so fast that I didn't capture the reel. I tried to go back and find it, and I couldn't find it. But a black lady was talking to her date or husband. I'm not sure which one it was. But he said to her something to the effect of, I don't want to date a man. And she's a manager at a place that she was working at or whatever, or vice president or something. But she made good money and she had her own whatever. And he said, I don't want to date a man. And he said, at first I was offended by it. But then I thought about what he was trying to say, and I realized that I may have been wrong. And I was like, what? She said, men want to feel like they can be trusted to lead. And so we as women have to do a better job of trusting them to be the leader. I can lead, but I have to have the capacity to trust him to lead. And all the guys say, oh, yeah. Now, juxtapose that to this video, and I will admit in advance what I'm about to show you is a bit shocking. Shocking in the sense of, well, I'll just let you see it.
Okay, so I've decided I'm looking for a husband. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm looking for a straight man that would like to get married to another straight man. You can date any woman you want to. You can have many girls you want to. I don't care. I'll never bitch about it. I don't care. I just want a joint, two-income household. Honestly, I'll remodel the house. I'll make it have 2 master bedrooms. I don't care. And as far as I'm concerned, you can have the master bedroom now. I'll remodel the house and then take it when it's done, because we'll have 2 incomes. We can afford it. A couple things would be nice. It'd be nice if you like had a boat. You know, that'd be cool. But if not, don't care. We'll buy one. You and I, buddy. You and I. We will buy one together. We'll have some nice shit. That's what we're going to do. Guess what? Holidays roll around. You don't have to buy me anything. Nothing. Not for my birthday. Not for Valentine's, Christmas. Nothing. Let's just go have a couple beers. Doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound really, really nice? No bitching. No complaining. Holidays roll around. Let's go get a couple beers. You know? Anything. Anything. You don't have a motorcycle? You could ride one of mine. I don't care. We'll go get you one. We can afford it. It'd be nice if you cleaned up around the house. That'd be cool. But you know what? Don't care. We can get a maid. We can afford it. We'll pay a little extra. Have her clean topless. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be nice. Guess what? No bitching. Don't care. You won't care. I won't care. It should be nice. It'd be nice to have some nice things and not have to deal with all the shit that goes along with a normal marriage. I'm okay with that. I just want the tax benefits. I want the 2-income household and none of the problems that come along with marrying someone of the opposite sex. You can, like I said, date whoever you want to, as many as you want to. You bring them over, guess what? Pow, high five, good for you. She's a pretty girl. Guess what? Pow, high five, she's an ugly girl. Don't kill, don't care. Kill's a kill. That's the way it works out. Don't care what you do. I don't. Stay out all night long. Drunk as shit. Don't care. Come home whenever you want to. Don't care. Don't come home. Don't care. Don't care. I'm not going to burn your stuff. I'm not going to get jealous. I'm not going to mess with anything. It's just going to be nice, isn't it? Now that you hear me out a little bit, doesn't that sound like, well, you know what? He's got a pretty damn good point. You want to wash car parts in the dishwasher? Don't give a shit. Don't care. I will understand. I'm like, you know what? They got to get clean. You got to put them on. It's got to be right before you put that motor back together. Guess what? I'll help you. You know what? I'll do the weed eating. You do the mowing, or vice versa. Don't care. Most of the time, I have to do all of it. All of it. Both as a man, we know we have to do all that shit. Guess what? We'll split it. We'll split it. Or we'll hire a lawn service. We can afford it now. Doesn't that sound nice? You're starting to come around to my side of this, aren't you? Anyways, very soon, I got to get my affairs in order, and I'm going to be looking for a husband. So I'll put a post out there. Get with me.
It's a ridiculous yet weird yet revealing concept of a song, of a statement song. Lord, listen to me. Because he's saying, I'm tired of the demands of women. So I'm going to take the easy way out, because all I really need is the tax deductions and the 2 incomes. So I guess the question that I'm asking tonight, very succinctly, is who should be leading the family?
Simple answer is a man should lead his family. That's the simple answer.
Okay.
But it cannot be that 1700, 1800, 1900 mentality of shut up woman, know your place. That's not going to cut it. So it should be an understanding that we doing this together. But let me let me as a man show my worth. And that video, what that says to me is that there are men that are unwilling or not bold enough to be held accountable by a successful woman. Because in everything that he listed, all can be done with a successful woman, minus the shirtless maid.
Right, right.
So,
although Mama knows I have suggested.
Hell no.
Do it.
Can't
You
do
do it. Not made for you.
I have children.
I'm saying in the bedroom if you want to straighten up is what I'm saying.
Ugh.
I'm here for it is what I'm saying. Very much so. I encourage it. So that leads me to the question that we posted on the poster today. And I'm gonna speak specifically to the plight of black men because I've never been a white man. I don't know what it's like to be a white man or have that great of a credit score. Are black men intimidated by strong, independent black women?
Are you?
Well, I'm asking.
In general, I would say yes. And there are exceptions to the rule, but in general, I'd say absolutely. Again,
Okay.
like I said a minute ago, it's because of accountability. Because that's going to require you to step your game up. That's going to require you to be more financially responsible, disciplined, so to speak. So, yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay. Mama Noise, what do you think? Do you think black women, strong, independent black women, or not maybe not into just independent, just strong-minded black women, are they too much for black men? I've heard that. I've heard black men say that. I don't want no black woman, man. They too angry. They too this. They too that.
Wow.
They too demanding.
Now they say that we're too demanding, but then when you see a black woman that's got some dude dropping her off at work where he got the car and he ain't got no job and he driving around some girl's car and they supposed to be in a relationship. That's why that movie Baby Boy was so significant. Because I mean, his mama was like, "Look, you need to get out here, get your life together, and live your life." And he like, as long as there are girls around that just let me have a car and I got my side hustle, and then they let me stay with him and stuff. Why do I have to be responsible? Why do I have to be held accountable? I don't have to, because there are people that say, no problem. It's okay. It's okay. He trying. He really trying. So then when you get with a woman that says, you know what? I'm going to make sure I have something to bring to the table. When me and a certain person get together, I want to make sure that I have something to bring to the table, because I don't want to be that woman where the guy is like, shoot, I got all this to offer. You ain't got nothing. No. And then when she has all that to bring to the table, now you got the brother going, now, man, she trying to, it's kind of like, it's almost a no-win situation. If I don't require anything of you, then she got low standards. She ain't trying to, okay. Then when I have my master's and I'm the top of my class at my job, and I'm in the process of purchasing a home, it's like, whoa, pump the brakes. I want you to be intelligent black woman, but now don't be too intelligent. Don't be too, don't make too much money, and don't do too much, because it won't be nothing for me to do. Which, I mean, I understand. It's like Jay said about that video of Bishop Jakes a while back, and was saying that the men were like, if the woman's doing all that, well, what is there for me to do? True. Why do we have to?
Go ahead, Ron. First of all, Kyrie's in the building, aka Mr. Uncork Wine, aka Mr. Ron Nolan, all up in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Ron?
What's going on, peoples? What's
Kyrie back from vacay.
Back from his vacay. Him and Al crossing the air at DFW. And you had a wonderful time at DFW too, didn't you, Ron?
I have some wonderful words for DFW Airport.
Oh, Lord.
None of them can be said. None of them I can say on the air at this moment. But I tell you right now, the hell with them.
Okay. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, Albie?
What up, Ron Nolan?
Actually, I'm not on vacation yet, but I definitely want to stop by, see how things are going.
Good. Ron, I gotta ask you then: Are you intimidated by a strong, independent black woman?
Hell no. Why would I be intimidated by a strong black woman? All black women are strong, so why would I be intimidated by all of them?
Okay, now you're saying all black women are strong.
So, I mean, why? I think that definition of strong black woman gets, like I think we said it once before, it gets played out. People use that as a scapegoat. Are you really mad because she's strong and willing to hold you accountable? Is that what you're mad at?
What is a strong? What are the characteristics of a strong black woman?
Wait, hold on. What, Kyrie, was you finna finish that after that?
I'm just saying, is most of these guys scared to be held accountable? Is that the problem?
Mama Noise, I was getting to it. That's why I asked my question.
I thought he had more to that. He had more meat on his bone.
It was more meat on the bone.
We getting to the meat, Mama Noise. I'm trying to help you get your point across. That's why I asked, what are the characteristics of a strong black woman? The one word y'all keep using I hear is accountability. She holds you accountable for who and what you are, or what you say you want to be, or whatever. What else? Are there any other characteristics?
And that's the thing. I don't think nobody can give you a definition of what a strong black woman is, because I don't think there is a definition for it.
Okay.
I just think that somebody put that out there, and
it's
everybody
out
agreed.
But now, Kyrie, you're not going to deny that there is a narrative out there from some black women that they don't need a man for anything.
The narrative is out there.
Okay, so what is the difference in not needing a man
and not wanting a man?
And well, I don't even know. Not wanting is the opposite of that statement that I'm trying to make. I'm saying, when they say that, Al B says he doesn't need a woman. Well, I don't want to say the statement like you said, Al. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Pause.
Which statement was that, bro?
The one about needing it, the difference between needing a woman and wanting a woman.
Oh, I thought you was talking about something I said recently. I think it is more desirable to want a woman and not need a woman. I can take care of myself.
Right.
I can do everything I need to survive by myself, but I want to share those experiences with somebody.
Exactly. It goes back to, I need her to survive. I want a woman to love.
I need air to survive, but I want a woman to love. So, is the only thing that a black man and a black woman are the only thing that they're providing for one another? Is it that love that Al is talking about and that love that Kyrie is talking about, or are there other things that they're supposed to be giving to one another?
Got you again, didn't it?
You got me. You got me. You really got me.
Yep. Trust.
Emily Bruce said, if you spend all your time holding a male accountable, you don't actually have a man.
You shouldn't have to keep going around trying to. Wow. You shouldn't
That's
have.
a strong statement, by the way. That's a very strong statement. You were going to say, you said trust, Mama Noise?
Trust.
What does that mean?
If we both have trust, you trust me and I trust you, I shouldn't have to do, as I'm going to use what Anthony Bruce said and segue into creeping around trying to make sure you're doing the stuff that you say you do. If you say that I'm your one and only, I shouldn't have to go around trying to, checking behind you and stuff like that to see if I'm your one and only. If I trust you, I trust you. and you trust me. So I mean, I think trust is important.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not?
No, I think it is.
Isn't that what a man? Doesn't a man want that from a woman as well?
Yes, I would agree with that. The challenge that I'm having with this concept of what we're talking about tonight is because I think I tend to lean toward what Anthony Bruce is saying, but I'm gonna say it slightly different. If my whole accountability is solely based on your ability to hold me accountable, then I'm probably not gonna do the right things anyway. If I'm only doing the right things because I'm scared of what you're going to do, when I cease to be scared of what you're going to do, I'm going to stop doing the right things. Because you're only going to be as scared as the consequences that surround the fear, right?
Right.
And so once that's over, once I realize that the consequences ain't that bad, I'm not afraid of you no more. So then how good is your accountability? So that to me, accountability has to be something that starts from within.
And you're right. And that's kind of why I was asked the question when everybody keeps saying strong black woman. What is a strong black? Because everything you hear,
yeah, that's what I'm asking.
But every time you hear people complain about a strong black woman, their complaints are around she holds me, she holds people accountable. She makes her own money. She's well educated. Well, goddamn it, you want everybody to be that.
I was gonna say, why are those negatives? Yeah.
Why is it a negative to black women to have a black woman who can make her own money, who can run her household if she needs to? She doesn't want somebody to come in and play with her heart. She's going to hold you accountable. Why is that a bad thing? Why do we turn that into a bad thing?
Because we have made that like just this horrific, oh, woe is me. Why are we? She's angry. She's hostile. No, she's just sick of being taken advantage of.
Because you ask for a black man, what's the one thing a black man want? Respect and loyalty.
That's it.
Why is it any different for a black woman who's educated?
Well,
she's
maybe
opinionated. I mean, she could be opinionated, but hell, black men are just opinionated as well. Why is it it's a positive for us, but a negative for a black woman?
Maybe that was the word I should have used then. Loyal.
Loyalty.
Because I mean, 1 minute we saying the black woman that's strong black woman or whatever, but then everything that we see is almost the contrary. It says, the guys that are they're gifted because they may not be well educated, but maybe they're gifted in a sport or business or something like that, not necessarily, highly educated or whatever, but he's got all that going for him, but yet, he wants a chick that, she ain't got to be highly educated. She don't have to have all she got to do is look good for the camera.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
I see a whole lot of guys. It's like, this girl, right? They dropping babies left and right with these guys. And they don't look like, I went to school at an Ivy League, or I went to school and finished my master's, blah, 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 trying to be a strong woman. It's like, I got to do all that now. All I got to do is have the baby by the right dude.
Well, now I don't want to stereotype like that, Mama Noise, because I don't know if that's necessarily true. That a woman has to have a certain look, or one looks more intelligent than the other, or any of that. Nobody wants to be with somebody that they're unattracted to. So I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to find somebody that you're attracted to. But I also don't think there's anything wrong with having someone who, listen, one thing about looks, all of our looks are going to change over time.
Mm-hmm.
And so you better have something going for you besides your looks.
Because the way it's being portrayed in the media, I'm gonna look like this forever. I'm gonna have tight titties forever.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but we seeing that tight titties ain't something that's gonna necessarily keep you from in a relationship, keep you loyal or keep you trustworthy. I'm looking at you, Ime Udoka. You know, you that ain't something that's gonna always seal the deal.
Well, because if you got the right money, you can just go and keep getting them tightened up every time the gravity effect.
That's okay, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. I don't know why you're so fixated on titties right now, but
I am not fixated. I'm simply
you keep
saying.
talking about fixing them up, and I'm
I'm
talking about
simply
something totally different.
But I'm simply saying that when you have money is not an issue. Everything that we talk about is, well, it ain't always gonna look that way. True, you feel like, well, if I get with the right person, I can afford to have everything
But
fit.
Mama Noise, what I just said, you missed everything I just said. I just said that just because you tighten it up at age 51 or 61, that don't mean the guy's gonna stay, and it certainly don't mean he's gonna stay faithful.
Yep.
That don't mean nothing. It means you just went and had a surgery that you felt like you needed to have. But if a guy is in the mindset of I want something different, or or I don't value who you are as a person, then he's gonna leave or he's gonna cheat. It ain't got nothing to do with the way you look. Fine women get cheated on all the time.
I know. I had a Facebook post with one of my friends the other day that put a list out of all the women that's been cheated, that's been celebrities, and they was like, how is it that this happens? If all these women, they got the money, they got the this, they got the that, and all these wonderful things that we think we need, and they were all cheated on, by, and you like, how that happened? This woman is absolutely gorgeous, and different wives. I have somebody in mind, but I feel like I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I'm saying certain people that, they're married to incredible people, but yet it didn't matter how incredible their marriage was. He still tiptoed out. And then next thing you know, the media is like, bam, guess who cheated? And then it's like, oh, so it's like, dang, is there no one? Is there no one that says, I'm going to stay committed to this marriage? And like you said, before God and all your friends, them and all that stuff, why can't you do it?
Go ahead, Ron. You was about to say something.
No, Mama Noise, they've been cheating on the good looking women, the bad looking women, the average looking women. Brothers have been doing that since the beginning of time. Nobody's safe.
That's why I said, why can't they do it?
Your look, yeah, the looks have nothing to do with why a brother cheats.
Well, then why can't they do it, Kyrie? Why can't they just keep they extremity apparatus over on their side of the fence, over in their own bed? Why they have to keep tipping outside their marriage?
Because I think fidelity is. Go ahead, Ron.
Listen, I hate to use one of Cousins' terms, but it's that male part takes over. It outweighs the decisions that they want to do. I mean, that's the sad part. Because if you want to, you can. You can always look and never touch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a personal choice. It's up to that guy, that man, that boy, that juvenile, whatever you want to call him. He's got to make a conscious decision to either do it or not. You don't slip into it. You don't just walk outside and you're just gonna fall into something. You got to make an effort.
Okay.
Andy Bruce said the media has spent the last 50 years effing up relationships. And I think, and Anthony Bruce, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna say what I think you just said in that statement. I think what he's trying to say is there are not as many men who are cheating as there are men who are not cheating. I think that's what he's trying to say. But because we live in a media-driven world where we celebrate the ones that are cheating and we don't talk about the ones that are not, or even the ones who survived it. We want to make it look like men are just incapable of being faithful.
Just think about I can probably you can name 5 people probably right now that you don't hear in the news at all, and they've been married 20, 30 years. Denzel.
Yep.
How
Denzel, Sam Jackson.
How many
Magic
times you see
Johnson.
anything that comes on TV hum about, hell, this is a beautiful relationship. Look how well this relationship really works.
Right.
Well, matter of fact, I think what's that dude's name from Maroon 5?
Adam Levine.
They showed Adam Levine the other day and was like, look at him and his wife showing up as a united front after being exposed for an affair or something like that on Instagram or something. You like, dang, that they still together. Look at them putting on a united front.
But Mama Noise, and I understand what you're saying, but I'm also looking at the guys like Ron is saying, who just aren't doing it. Like they are trying, whether they I'm not saying that they've never done it because I don't know if they've ever done it, but they have made a conscious effort to fight for their marriage, and they're trying to stay faithful, and they're trying to do the right things, and they're trying to project unity and marital harmony and those things. We never, like Ron said, we never hear about those guys. We hear so much more. You never see TMZ following this couple saying, man, they are really they're doing really well and everything's going well. Like Kevin Hart seems to be trying to do better, but we don't never hear about him trying to do better. We only hear about the time that he screwed up.
Oh yeah, and they'll keep reflecting back to that.
But
That's what everybody wants to see and hear.
Oh yeah, because they think it's boring to talk about a good marriage, a good relationship, a wholesome relationship.
Are we so miserable as a society that the only thing that entertains us is other people's misery?
Yeah.
Ooh.
How you think TMZ even commentary? How you think TMZ even exists?
That is a sad commentary right there, Ron. That is a sad commentary. The only thing that entertains us is the misery of others. So we don't want to hear about a healthy relationship that of two people that love each other and they're committed and they're trying to make it work. And we want to hear about the drama and the pain and the he slipped out over to Sally's, or he got in the DM of such and such, or whatever.
They would tune into TV a lot faster to see that than to see a happy, normal relationship.
Rihanna was in the news when she started dating ASAP Rocky.
Right.
People was trying to catch them together, to see if the legitimacy, if there was really a relationship.
Right.
Relationship's doing fine. You see them together. She's doing a video. He's there. Vice versa. All of a sudden, Rihanna's somebody from the Glam Squad or somebody part of her camp. ASAP Rocky is cheated on Rihanna, like bam. So now Rihanna can't have a wholesome relationship.
Yeah, nice things.
I mean, you thinking all this money that you have means nothing because people only associate her with Chris Brown and that blow up and all of that shenanigans. So now she's in what looks like a wholesome, healthy relationship. And as soon as they're like, oh, we knew it. It was just a matter of time. He done cheated. And that may not even been the case. Or just because you're nice to somebody. Now all of a sudden the camera's following around and saying he's being extra nice to the makeup lady. It must be something going on. And then it just spirals out of control.
Let's take your favorite couple. I don't know if it's your favorite couple. I'm just going to throw them out there. Just because I know you like one of them. You might not like the other one, but I know you like each one of them. Take Jay-Z and Beyonce. Probably the top power couple that's out there. You're anything about how good things are going? And because everybody wants to see everything about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I can't hear you, Lloyd.
Okay, yeah.
I said we never hear about how good it's going. It's always about, remember that time when he cheated? Now we try. Remember that time when Solange kicked him in the nuts in the elevator?
I didn't even know. I didn't even know until I was looking at an article or something that's like, well, you know, Beyonce's album Lemonade or whatever was about him and his cheating and this and that. I was like, was it? Now I've never heard the album, so I don't know. But they was like, you know that one part of it. See the video, see her knocking out windows and stuff. She talking about Jay-Z. She talking about him when he was cheating. Was he cheating? I mean, but
So
well, he admitted to cheating. He did admit to cheating, but he also admitted the deficiencies that he was able to flush out. It sounds like in therapy that let him realize why he had made such an egregious mistake, and he also admitted to working on himself so that this wouldn't happen again. And now they seem happy. Nobody want to talk about that part though.
Exactly. But to answer your question, are we a society that is so miserable that we live off other people's misery? We do.
Yeah. The irony, Ron, of what you're saying is that we are a society and a community filled with pain and bad examples, and some of us don't know how to process those things, and so we do make stupid mistakes and bad decisions and and that's not to say black women are not being cheated on. They are, but all women are being cheated on. It's like all men are being cheated on. You saying, well, men are being cheated on too? Well, yes, they're being cheated on, because guess what? All these women that are cheating with these men aren't single. Some of these women are married too. It happens.
Takes two people to cheat.
Right. It usually takes two people to cheat. So otherwise, it's not cheating. It's just
oh goodness.
I kept it to myself, Baba Noise, but I'll let you as the adult noise makers let
fill
your
in the
mind
blanks.
fill in the blanks. But my point of saying what I'm saying is that it's not as simple as just black men out here cheating. Now the example is, or the I don't say the example, but the activity of the men cheating tends to produce a far greater or worse result for the community, I think, because man, when we don't do right, it like we're seeing with Ime, it has a tremendous effect on the whole, right? But let's be clear, it's happening all over the place. But there's also some really good relationships out there that we should be celebrating.
And I guarantee you, a lot of those good relationships out there, I guarantee you there's a strong woman in those relationships.
Well,
so it can't be that black men are scared to have a strong black woman, because a lot of those black women that are married to a lot of these black men are strong black women.
Yeah. And I'm going to speak on the strong black woman thing too. I think the strong black woman thing is misconstrued because we don't understand that these black women had no choice. Like some of these black women had no choice. Their circumstances demanded that they be strong. Their circumstances demand, you raising two kids in the hood, you can't be no punk.
You better turn into a savage.
You raising 3-4 kids in the hood, you can't be no punk. The husband gets up in the middle of the night and leaves you. You can't be no punk. You got to figure this ish out.
But the part is that so then those women have those children and raise those children with what the environment that they're in. And so now those children are now the adults. And they watch mama, they watch evictions, they watch repos, they watched all of those types of things.
Right.
And so they like, well, what I'm not going to do is allow that to happen to me.
Right. It could be some scarring there. You're absolutely right, Mama Noah.
And then when you say, I don't want that to happen to me, so then you're trying to hold whoever you're dating accountable and say, hey, if we're gonna date, which could possibly evolve into something further, like marriage or whatever, then this is my stance on XYZ. Well, then is she gold digging, she this, she that. No, bro, I'm saying I've been through and back, and I
Yeah,
don't.
but that's tricky though, Mama Noise. That's tricky
Okay.
because some women, because now you're talking about trauma, and some women are using their trauma for the worst aspect of it.
How so?
Because, like for example, I don't know if it was Kyrie that sent me the video or Cuz, but one of them sent me a video of a young lady in a store, and the guy is shopping, and she's saying, you brought me out here and you said you was gonna take care of me. And he said, yeah, but you trying to buy a purse and shoes for your family and your friends and this, that, and the other. I'm trying to take care of you. I'm not trying to take care of your whole family. We ain't at that stage yet. And she's like, well, then you acting like a broke boy. You acting like a broke boy. Well, to me, I'm hearing her trauma. But you're saying I want to be taken care of and I want my family to be taken care of and I don't want to struggle no more. Well, hold on. That may happen for you. But at the same time, we got to get to that place where I'm want to take care of you and possibly help your family and those type of things. And there's a lot of steps between that and where you're trying to get to. And you trying to get there on the first date. You're trying to financially work through trauma, and that ain't how that should be working.
I don't think that it's okay. I'm not gonna say all, because that if Cuz was here, first thing he talk about it, how he can't stand all. Right. But I'm saying I really don't think that women come in saying I want you to take care of my mom and them and all that type of stuff. I really don't think that that's the thing. Is that they're just saying, if I'm trusting you, that if you're wanting to lead, you're wanting to be the head and all this, I'm trusting you that I don't have to all of a sudden jump in there and start doing what I thought that you said you wanted the position to do.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, but and Kyrie, jump in here at any time. I think there's a tricky place here that we have to be careful about, and that is, I know I'm supposed to court you. I know I'm supposed to date you. I know I'm supposed to win your heart. But winning your heart does not necessarily mean I have to financially pour into you in a way that is because every guy can't do that. Every guy can't fly you out to the island or take you out to the 5-star every single time or whatever. Some guys are going to have to work on the level that they on. Now, some of y'all might be saying, well, then don't go after that woman. And maybe you're right, except for this one particular fact. If every woman has the expectation of the 5-star dinner and the trips around the world and this, that, and the other, then it's going to be a lot of lonely ass women.
But then you have the women
that gotta be.
Go ahead, Kyrie.
The thing you got to be careful of, I can't fix your survival trauma.
That's what I'm saying, man. Not that way anyway.
Yeah, because again, you all of us come up in survival. We all taught how to survive, how to hold on, how to make something out of nothing. Your parents teach you that, you teach your kids that, so it's just repetitive throughout the generations. So when a lot of your younger folks get older and they start looking for these guys, they're looking for who's going to ensure I don't have to survive. I don't have to be in that survival mode anymore. So they're looking for that comfort level, that I hate to say money, but really it is that money level that they don't have to worry for anything anymore. And that doesn't happen. That's hard to do. That's a hell of an expectation to throw on somebody.
Well, and I don't believe that either, Alicia, that every woman has that expectation. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, a lot of women, especially today, do have that expectation, which is one of the reasons why you see so many women trying to create their own independence or what looks like independence. And so then they get on social media and they say, well, if you can't do X, Y, and Z for me, then I can't be with you. Well, hold on. Listen. It's an oxymoron to call yourself an independent woman, but then set an expectation of me financing your life. That's an oxymoron. And I think what needs to happen is a conversation of that we're building something together. And it goes back to what, and I don't want to say that what Anthony Bruce said is wrong. I'm just going to put a slight spin on what he said. He said there are a lot of relationships that are a struggle and they believe in marriage and make it work. I'm going to say every relationship has its struggles. Some are greater than others, but they're going to have, every relationship has challenges that you got to work through. But that's the key to the whole relationship, is working through it. And when you say, hey, listen, I want to live a certain lifestyle. Okay, well then how can we work together to live that lifestyle? Because I got into a discussion with somebody and they were talking about everybody should have the expectation of being rich or whatever. And I said, I don't really have a problem with anybody having that expectation. I really don't. And if that's what you want, then that's fine. However, understand what you're asking for, and then in the relationship that you're building, agree in that relationship that's what y'all are working towards. Then understand the sacrifices that it's going to take to get to that place. And if you're both willing to commit to that, then that's okay. Now, you may get there, you may not, but at least you both understand what you're working for.
And you both going for the same goal.
You both going for the same goal.
Yeah, I think they want the same goal. They just don't want to be the person that's that ride or die, and then all of a sudden now you done came up, and now all of a sudden you can afford to, all the candy in the candy store, but yet you needed the ride or die to get you there.
Well, but Mama Noise, here's the other side of this. And
Please tell me the other side.
This is the ugly side of it, Mama Noise. That is the risk. That is the risk you take when you don't choose to properly vet and investigate and make sure that the person that you're quote unquote doing life with is truly on the same page as you are. So if you're not asking the right questions, if you're not pressuring them and holding them accountable, then don't be snapping. Don't be snapping for that. That's because
I'm snapping for that because that's what Kanye West said. Then he left for.
But Kanye did leave for a white girl, so you can't. He wasn't just rapping a song; he was showing y'all. He was giving y'all.
That's what I said. I said that's a fact.
But my point is, that's not all. That's his testimony. That's not everybody's testimony. And I don't know why you got that burned in your head that black men are just becoming successful and then abandoning sisters for some white fantasy.
Some of them don't even have to be successful.
But a lot of that's because that's what they're showing in the media so damn much. And it's a detriment to black women because all you see is these celebrities who are constantly doing that.
And it's working too, Ron, because look at my black woman. She truly believes that people are a white woman away from success. But it's not as much evidence as you think it is, Alicia and Kenyatta. Y'all are making it like it's the standard, and it's not. A lot of these young black men are marrying black women. They're just not getting the shine and the follows and the likes that some of these other profile guys are getting.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
because
Russell came home.
Why would, from a media standpoint, let's just throw it out there, why show a positive black male, black female relationship? Why show that? When I get more coverage, I get more talks, I get more likes when I talk about the black guy who got with the skinny white girl.
Let me tell you something, Ron. Let me tell you why what you're saying is so powerful. Y'all probably have not noticed. Some of you may have noticed this. Some of you have not noticed it. But do you realize that over the last 3 to 4 years, specifically here in the pandemic, it kind of started in the pandemic, maybe a little bit before. But most of the commercials in the relationships that you see in commercials are now interracial relationships. Most of them. I'd say 70 to 80% of them are not centered around two people of the same culture. Now it's more black and white, white and black, mixing it up or whatever. Guess what? That's deliberate. That is deliberate, people. I got news for you. That is not accidental. That is on purpose. And what it does is that it subtly erodes the ideology of sticking with your same culture. Because you're saying love is love. So what does it matter? Just find love. And it may have started before the pandemic, but I know I maybe wasn't home enough to appreciate it then. But in the pandemic, I started seeing it and was paying attention. Like,
those ads show us that black women, you can't have a healthy, a wholesome marriage with a black man. You need a man of a different ethnicity. And black men, you can't be happy because the black woman is gonna be angry. She's gold digging, even though Becky's gold digging as well. Trust and know that she saw your golden arm when you was throwing it in high school, seeing that this dude got promise. I need to hold on to him. Oh, we pregnant? Surprise. I'm saying it's deliberate, because now it's like, okay, black men, the black girl is gonna be angry. She mad. She ghetto, man.
But Mama Noise. If you go to the West End of Louisville, you're gonna see black love. If you go to the South Dallas, you're gonna see black love. If you go to the blackest communities in Atlanta, you're gonna see black love. That the problem is the cameras ain't going to South Dallas and West End. They're going so to Alicia's point, yeah. If you go to the finer restaurants in the suburbs where black boys have very limited options because ain't that many black women, black girls out there. Yeah,
you think that's it? Limited options?
Mama Noise. Let's be real now. You're gonna have a real conversation or not?
I'm trying to have a real conversation.
In the suburbs, there are not as many black families. And so these black boys go to school, or these black girls go to school, and they look across. And if you don't have the right structure in the home to celebrate and teach that young black man to want to be in a black relationship, they probably gonna end up dating cross culturally.
Mr. Noise. Mr. Noise, Kyrie, you got boys.
Yes, I do.
Is there a wealth of a bumper crop of black women to for your young men to choose from at the schools they attend?
Yeah, they literally go to two of them go PRP, so it's pretty much a mixed crowd. The other two, my oldest son went to Dolphs, along with my daughter. So, I mean, we're in the, you can call it, if you want to call it, a little close to the suburbs, and they ain't the suburb, but those are two still hood schools. You might not want to call them hood schools. They still hood schools.
They hoodish kind of schools. Yeah,
they still hoodish. They still import from the West End into those schools.
Right.
So yeah. So now there's the neighborhood. When we first moved in this neighborhood, it wasn't, but this neighborhood has slowly started to grow. More and more black families are moving into the neighborhood. A lot of the older white families that were living in this neighborhood, they're old now. So a lot of them are moving to, condos and, little apartments, getting away from houses. So houses are coming up for sale. Black people are buying. Black families are buying in this neighborhood. So we're starting to see a growth of black families come into the neighborhood. And it's truly black families.
Mama Noise, in the neighborhood we just left, there wasn't a whole lot of black on black situations. There was black on Hispanic, black on white, white on black.
Look, the area we lived in was gumbo.
But there was a lot less black in the gumbo than it was.
We had Juanita across the street. We had
you get the button for Juanita.
Yeah, you have to do that.
We had Habib them across the street.
You're just gonna double down, huh? You're just gonna double all the way down.
God damn, that was racist.
I'm just telling you, those were the differences in our community.
But that's the point I'm making, Mama Noise. They're not dating. They're not being given a plethora of options. So now you got 5 black guys fighting over one black girl in the school.
Kyrie, you in the area of the Kentuckiana area, correct?
Yes.
So across the water, we always said there's something in the water over in Indiana. Because for the black people that were over there, they very seldom ever dated black people. They always dated white people on that side of the river. I'm just telling you. So I asked my brother one day, I asked him, I said, why you seem like you can't find no sisters? He was like, psh. Like, you know, I guess growing up in the house with my mama, he was like, man, mom was hardcore. But he said, man, when he get with Becky and Amber, they all like, it's okay. It's fine.
But Mama, that's a taught thing. I grew up in a household where
the whole state is the capital.
I grew up with a single mother, and she was hard. She was just hard as all of them. I got my ass whooped just like everybody else. Got yelled at, cussed out, didn't know my name till I was about 12. So, but that did not keep me from getting with a black woman. I got a whole family of strong black women. Will slit your goddamn throat if you mess with one of their kids. In a heartbeat.
Right.
But it didn't keep me from getting with a black woman. I wanted to get with a black woman because that's what I saw.
Right.
Well, but then you heard, I'm not going to say it was a particular noisemaker. We was having this conversation. And he was like, man, black girls weren't checking for me. He said it was only Amber and Becky and them that was checking for me.
I went to schools where there were we went to schools where there were a lot of white women that love black dudes, but still didn't make us go get with the white girl. I mean, think about it. We was all there, but we still wanted that sister. Dark, light, it didn't matter to us. We wanted every color of the dark rainbow, of the chocolate rainbow you could get. We want
the chocolate rainbow.
Yeah.
Alicia, what did Romel say? Romel said that it was the biracial capital of the world.
Well, you know, it's just funny. He said Indiana as opposed to like New Albany or a specific city. He said the whole state was the capital.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I know this sounds totally obvious. Nobody else is responsible for my statement, but me.
Wait,
but
I go.
My statement. Got your hand on the button.
It's like the fact that.
We know something's gonna come out, Mama. We just gotta get that.
The state of Indiana, like Alicia commented, that the state of Indiana is the biracial capital. It's almost as if God said, since y'all want to start the KKK here, I've got a sense of humor as well.
Okay, I'll let you have that one. That was actually pretty good.
You know,
that wasn't. I might owe you a rate.
I can see they happened it though, Mama. So
I'm just saying. I mean, because y'all was like,
I like that.
Your
it's like I'm gonna create a whole nother race with y'all.
And now there's more black kids in Indiana than ever before.
Listen.
That's high. That is ironic, isn't it? A racist state decided to intermingle the race, and now it's more black children. Their whole thing got defeated. It didn't even work.
Listen, to the point where just the other day, Azaria asked me, she said, Mama, what is it? What was that word you used? I said, when I was in the point I made with her was when I was in high school, my grandmother used to get this magazine called American Heritage. And in the magazine, on the front page, it had the cover story was the passers. And I mentioned it to Azaria. She said, what is a passer? I said, well, a lot of the women on my side of the family, on my mom's side, they were what's considered a passer, meaning that their complexion was so fair, like Carol Channing. She didn't want to divulge until well into her 50s and 60s. I was not past her 60s. She was almost past, almost to her death, releasing the information that she was actually a Black woman because she didn't want the backlash. She just wanted the benefits. So I told Azaria that there are passers, people that that white on light could pass for
I wonder how many Black people. Oh, this is a deep question here. I wonder how many Black people, if given the opportunity to get out the game,
wow,
and switch it up, and if they were given 3 wishes or 1 wish,
3 wishes,
and say, would one of those wishes be, I'd like to go ahead and change my race from white to Black, and see what how the other side lives.
Wow.
Would they do it?
You know, when you said that, you made me think of Chris Rock's movie that came out many, many years ago with his that he had with his daughter when he did all that research on Black women's hair, called Good Hair or something like that. And
Right.
he said the reason why he did the movie was because his daughter wanted to be white.
Well,
she said she wanted to be white because she want hair that
Yeah, she wanted the hair.
She wanted to be able to have the hair that doesn't have the challenges.
Right.
And I mean to tell you, I don't think that that's out of the ordinary. I think a lot of Black children are like, look.
I ain't talking about Black children. I'm talking about you and others like you, women. Would y'all and men, would y'all get out the game? It's easy to put it on a child who doesn't know any better. But I'm talking about those of us who have lived a little while, would we get out the game if we had the opportunity and say, man, I'm about to go on over to this white side and get this 800 credit score and stop worrying about these bank loans. I'm going to get this bank loan as soon as I walk in, along with the toaster.
This bank loan.
And I'm not going to, when I get pulled over, I ain't going to have to worry about whether or not I'll make it home or not.
Yeah, you're gonna say, Billy, it's me. It's me.
Do I still get the Black women? Do I still get the Black women with that change?
You can get as many as you like. You can go ahead and get as many as you like. So you still gonna get to have Black problems too, Ron?
Because that's what you're gonna have.
I'm never getting away from the Black problems. That's just me. But I'm just saying that if I can make that wish to get that 800 credit score, the bank loan, and I still get to keep Black women and that chocolate rainbow, I'll make that wish.
Now, see, I like what Alicia just said, and I hate it all at the same time. And here's what I mean by that. She said, I would not change my race for anything. My race is an act of resistance. See, I love what she's saying, but I also hate it.
Because
I don't think I hate that we have to see ourselves that way.
Resistance.
Yeah. I hate that. That's not right. That we should have to, that our race is something to be viewed as defiance. Defiance toward what? Humanity? I'm not worthy of a humane existence? That's not right. She shouldn't have to see herself as inhumane or fighting against inhumanity. That's not fair.
Well, we won't talk about
it. I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
And she's a woman. She said, and that's not right either.
She 0 for 2 on that statement.
Right. That's not right either. You shouldn't, as a woman, just because you're a woman, that don't mean you should have to fight uphill.
Well,
but she's not wrong though.
I was getting ready to say, I remember when I don't know if Lloyd remembers, but when I was pregnant with Azaria, I got fired from my job because I was pregnant.
Yep.
They was like, I was a great salesperson. I mean, I made my numbers and everything. But once I told them, I'm pregnant, they was like, oh no, we gotta let you, we gotta let you go because, Can't have you up here being prego.
Ain't that against the law?
It absolutely is. But see, when you don't know your right, boy, come on, sir. If you don't know your rights, you don't know the law. Then you just say, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess I better find me another job that it doesn't matter that I'm pregnant." And then I had some complications that was like you know, at a certain point I couldn't work. So it was like, oh, you got too much going on, you know. So you like, wow, how did that happen? But see, again, if you don't know the rules, you don't know the laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That is definitely true.
You know, it's an interesting situation, that question that we're asking here tonight. Because I think black men want to lead, real black men want to lead. And I do think real black women want to, this sounds bad, but it's not bad if you hear what I'm saying. Real black women want to follow. But I think the challenge that we're having with both of those things is that we don't understand what those two things are. What does it mean to lead, and what does it mean to follow? We think lead and follow means I'm the boss and you do what I tell you to do. And that's not what it is. What it means is that I'm willing to take the responsibility, lead, or I'm willing to take the responsibility for the direction of this family and ultimately shoulder that burden and take it, on, head on, and we build this together. And the following means I'm willing to trust, like Mama Noise said at the beginning, what you're where you believe we as a family is going. Now, what's interesting about this juxtaposition is that I think this is why it's critical for you to understand who you're marrying. I look at Ron and Vonda, and Ron, I don't know if I've ever said this to you publicly, maybe not even privately, but I'll say it now. I love and have always loved what you and Vonda have, because I think you two complement each other so well, because you get what she wants to be and she gets who you are. And so you decided as a couple to bring that together to build something for the future. And
Right.
and that's such a beautiful thing. And I think that's the way it's supposed to work. You marry somebody that you say, yeah, you love them, and yeah, you think they're fine, and yeah, you think they got a nice body and all that stuff. But also you see who they are and you see who they want to be. And you say, let's build something together that is substantive and that we can say we can support one another, we can encourage one another. And it's not that she has to dim her light to make you look better.
And thank you for that. But I think the one piece that you said earlier, I think you almost kind of glossed over it a little bit, is it's the leadership. We don't understand leadership.
Right.
I think a lot of our males, unfortunately, they think of leadership of what leadership was back in the 60s.
Right.
Which you think the way you said it sounds bad. The way I'm gonna say it's gonna sound really worse.
Okay.
Is those days it was you as the leader, your spouse was literally under ownership.
Right.
And that's not what women want now. Women want partnership. And the mark of a great leader is understanding how to make that partnership work. Being a great leader doesn't mean you're ahead of everything all the time. You got to know what you're good at, what she's good at, and let her excel at the things that she's good at.
Right.
And while you work on the things that you're not good at. That's the leader. I don't think our guys understand that. I don't think our younger folks understand what leadership is. Or they got a bad idea of what leadership is.
I agree 100%. And I'll address Alicia's comment. She said, why can't the one most capable of lead, male or female? And I'm just going to answer it the way that I understand it. I can't, because every family is going to be different. But my understanding from the biblical model, and that's what I'm using, is that whether he is quote unquote capable or not, God says the man is supposed to be the leader. Now, leader again is not in the same way that we think it is societally. We think it's boss or I'm in charge or you do what I say. That's not leadership. That has nothing to do with leadership. Leadership is the one that is responsible. And biblically, God holds the man responsible whether he is quote unquote capable or not. So capable doesn't mean he has to do everything. Capable means, like Ron said, he's smart enough to know I'm in partnership with this woman and I'm not strong in some areas. So I need to say, I need to back down and be like, okay, you need to take the lead on, you need to be the one in charge of this particular part of our lives while I do, take the being in charge, not charge, but you know what I'm saying? I'm responsible for this, you're responsible for this. We understand and divvy up those responsibilities that make our family work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what real leadership is.
And a lot of cats don't get that, dude. And you can tell, and you just listen to a lot of them talk. You just listen to a lot of those the podcasts and how some of the podcasts push out. You're the man of the house. You everybody obeys you, dude. Yes and no. You can be the man of the house, but you got to be smart enough to know if your woman is better at something than you are. Damn it, let her do that.
Here's the truth, Ron. Nobody wants to follow somebody that don't know where they're going.
Man,
I've always heard that, and I think that's facts that we've always been like, how can I follow you if I don't know if you don't know where you're going?
Let me give you a great example of good, strong leadership. This is gonna shock some of y'all. But I look at go research Tabitha and Chance Brown. And I promise you'll see an example of how it's supposed to work. Tabitha is an extremely talented, gifted, strong personality person. She's well likable, this, that, the whole nine. She's really a sweetheart, right? So she had a gift of acting and hosting and all kinds of wonderful things, right? Chance is a dude that likes to train basketball players and likes to work and likes to this, that, and the other. But see, that's just it. We're mistaking what leading it is. Let me finish my story and hopefully I'll address what Anthony Bruce is saying. Chance understood that his wife is supremely gifted, supremely likable, and she has a talent. So here's what he did. He said, baby, let's move to LA. Let's see if you can take these talents that you have and blow them up and make them into something really special. He took a job on the police force and became an LA police officer so that she could have time to do the things that she's doing. Now, in doing that, during the pandemic, she stumbled into something, making content. That content led to brand deals. Those brand deals led to the YouTube TV show, to the TV show she has on the Food Network, to all these different blessings, to the book she's written, all in the last 3 years. His leadership was, I'm not the strongest wage earner in this house. But what I will do is I'll hold her down until her gift manifests in front of our eyes. And then once it does, then she said, okay, baby, you can retire from the police force. We ain't got to do that no more. Now you can go pursue your dream. That is not a smack in the face of his leadership because she makes more money than he does. To me, that shows his leadership strength because he was smart enough to know I'm not as talented in some areas as she is. And her earning potential is greater than mine. So let me hold her down and build her up so that she can be the best that she can possibly be. To me, that's great leadership.
And that leadership shows sacrifice.
Right.
Because he took that sacrifice.
Go ahead, Ron.
No, I said that shows so much sacrifice that he was willing to, put everything on hold to help her get to where she needed to get to. So I
So
mean, think how much sacrifice he had to do for the family to do that. How much sacrifice they had to do together in order to make that work.
So it's not about a woman leading a man or even a man leading a woman. It's about understanding the responsibility of this family lies on me as a man. That's how God sees it. Now, how we unpack that could be a myriad of ways. But I'm willing to take the responsibility on my shoulders and then make decisions that are best for our growth as a family. And not just a solo, I'm in a bubble making this decision by myself, but we sit and we discuss and we talk. Man, Kieta talk about everything. I'm not out here just making decisions all willy-nilly. We sit and we talk and we say, what's the best path for us to make this work? And then are we willing to do what it takes to do it? We decide. And then we go from there. But I also know God holds me accountable for those decisions, regardless of whether we talked about it or not. And that's okay. Yep.
Go ahead, Mama Noise. Yeah, that cuz moment look in your eyes.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Because unfortunately I've had the opportunity to see all kinds of marriages where it's not where they have conversations about the decisions of their marriage. That not saying that the husband lords over her, but it's like sort of, I think Kyrie said it earlier tonight when he said, some men will be like, like you the man in the house, and so what I say goes, and you just stick to keeping the house clean. You just stick to putting food, making dinner, and I got this, and instead of
leadership to me.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Yeah, because think about it. I mean, and we can take marriage back to a business. I've never seen a business grow with just a single leader. He needs his team to build. You cannot build a corporation without a group of people. Now, you might start the business, but then you brought somebody in to help you. Then you brought somebody else in. Then all of a sudden, one of those guys might become a partner. So now you're making decisions together.
Yeah.
Now, do I have the final say so on some items? I probably do. But we still talk about it as a group. We still talk about it as a team to make the decision that we got to make.
Jake Jordan, where are you at, cuz, with your crazy self?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, Ron. In any family where a man is the sole decision maker and he's not confirmed with his wife, or he's got her under rules and restrictions, and I don't know how y'all gonna make it.
That's not a wife, dude. That's a chick.
Unless she's just that kind of person where that's what she wants. Maybe some women, I guess you gotta do what's best for your family. But it just seems like that's a hard road to hold.
Well, that's what I know we've always talked about. We need to talk about it in the beginning, but even over time, it should be, you should have discussions about everything. I mean, it shouldn't be where there's a subject that I'm just not going to talk about that because I don't want to know that, the outcome. Well, it's sort of like a couple that Lloyd and I was counseling that was about to be married, and he said he liked to buy, the Jordans. He liked to buy the sneakers and keep up with all the sneakers. He's a sneakerhead. His wife was like, she loves shoes. Red, I don't know, like, they didn't have red bottoms at that time, but all those expensive shoes. And she's like, I get them and then hide them in the closet because I don't want him to see that I done made the purchase. And Lloyd and I looked at each other and was like, okay, first of all, this needs to be put on the table. Y'all need to have this discussion. I know you knew while you was dating him that he got, a wealth of sneakers. And he, he's taking you out to eat and taking you places and stuff, and you got beautiful shoes. But neither one of y'all, have talked about since you've gotten together that I still be doing this, and I'm planning on doing this on throughout our marriage. Man, y'all need to quit trying to not talk about it and have the conversation.
See, Mom, no, I do it with alcohol. I used to, buy alcohol.
No, you're not going to say Miss Oprah is one of them bush women. Shame on you. Shame on you, cuz. Shame. Hold on. Do we have a shame? We have a live button.
Lies.
She's nowhere around, Lloyd. That's why he's saying that. She ain't nowhere around.
That's right.
Shame on you. Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I had to.
Nah, I was reading this comment. I was like, she ain't nowhere around. So
no, you said that's where you be doing with
I used to do alcohol like that too, though. I'm noise. I wouldn't tell I bought it, but I wait for us to something happen. We'll pop it open. When you have that, I've always had it.
Hilarious.
I was with you when I bought it.
Hilarious.
But I can't speak on it for sure. But what I can say is that she probably seen that and see that. Okay, this showed up. This showed up. But at the same time, I mean, now when you start bringing motorcycles home, you decided your lawnmower is not good enough. You got to get one that's all these large purchases and stuff. You're like, wait a minute, did we discuss these large purchases?
I think you got to be careful about being secretive and not being forthcoming about the things that are going on in the marriage for sure. But I'm even speaking of something a little bigger than that, Mama Noise, because the reality is we're trying to build something together, and it's not. What we're trying to build together requires real, honest, authentic conversation and transparency and a willingness to, like you said, Ron, sacrifice. So that might mean we don't do A and B because we know it's going to produce C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So yeah, we might take less now, but we know ultimately this is going to come out in our favor because we're working together. Yeah, right. No secrets. We can't be sitting around hiding shit from one another because everything needs to be above board. Everything needs to be above board. Because here's now this might sting. This might sting.
Mm.
If you lie about one thing, you lie about everything.
Yep. If you'll keep secrets about the small stuff, you're gonna keep secrets about the big shit.
Yeah. You'll lie about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be careful. You got to be careful about all of that. So just don't do it.
I'm just saying.
Just don't do it. Just don't get into that.
It goes back to that trust thing I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
The person has to trust. You got to be able to have
but trust comes with time.
Hmm?
But trust comes with time. I mean, it takes time to build that trust with a person. I mean, you're not gonna get it overnight.
And I agree with you, Ron. And I don't think that's why I had a problem with that girl said in that store. Talking about you flew me out here. What did you say? You keep the gas in? Well, that's true. Yeah. And your porn habits. Keep your porn habits to yourself. I don't want to know about it. Gas and porn habits, keep to yourself. Other than that, everything's got to be above board. But
she got to share the porn habits. I want to know the porn habits, though.
You do want to know the porn habits.
Everything else. What in the
Everything else got to be above board.
That don't need to be above board.
Nah, you don't have to share that. Here's what I'm saying.
That's not true.
Okay, mom. Agree to disagree.
Wow.
You whip your glasses out so fast, boy, make your head spin. What was I? You made me forget what I was gonna say.
Good.
You know, I was gonna say. No, we have to be careful. I think as people, right? You took the arenas off, Jay. We have to be careful as people that we don't create a culture in our marriage where one person. Again, I guess it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Leadership is not me telling you what to do or me doing what I want to do. Leadership is us conversating and having dialogue, and then somebody listen. At the end of the day, somebody's got to make the call.
Right.
Head coach has a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, running back coach, all position coaches, whatever. It's 15 coaches in this room. But on the field, in that moment, in the heat of the game, in the hot heat of the moment, somebody's got to make the call. And that's what we're talking about. Yeah, Andy Bruce said, you don't really want to know about this midget thing that I got going. So let's keep that. Let me just keep that in the chat. And by the way, midget, wildly inappropriate response. And I don't know what button to give you for that. I'll probably
Yeah, it kind of
That
fell
is little people.
Huh?
I said it kind of goes across a whole bunch of different things right there. I don't know if it's cold-blooded, racist.
Yeah, I don't know what to call that because it's kind of racist, but they're not really a race. They're a group of people with height challenges, and so I don't know.
Those are little people.
They're little people. Yeah,
that is the politically correct.
So yeah, and Andy Bruce came in hot with midgets, so he came in hot.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's anyway. I think black women. Jay, stop! You don't have to keep repeating it. You don't have to keep repeating it. Okay, don't do that. He's repeating it on purpose.
He ain't doing nothing. It's you.
I'm not. That's not me. He wrote it.
You ain't gotta read everything.
I didn't read it. I just said I saw what he said, and I knew he was trying to get. He was trying to get me in there to go with him, and I'm not going with you.
Setting you up again. Setting you
He's
up.
trying to set me up. He was trying to set me up. He for sure trying to set me up. But I do think we got to be careful about all jokes aside. We got to be really, really careful about thank you, Mom Noise. How we approach that type of thing, and that communication has to be open, man. And it's got to be open. So,
and I think to get back to your earlier question, I think we need to change this stereotype of the strong black woman.
Yeah,
I think that stereotype has to be changed because it's a stereotype that's hurting a lot of black women. Because it's a mixture. To me, I think it's almost a mixture of what it really is. It's you're talking about some women who are strong. You're talking about some women who are prideful. Then you're also talking about women who are in survival mode.
Yeah,
and you're kind of lumping all that in together.
And some of them all three at the same time.
Yeah, and it's put out a stereotype, man. It's horrible for our black
one
women.
that says she's hard to work with, she's hard to deal with.
That's the problem I'm having with it, Mama Noise. What you and Ron are saying, it's such a negative narrative, like Ron is saying, that now that woman is single not because she should be single or because she's not respected or whatever. You're not respecting her because you've already built some stereotype in your head as to who and what she is. And she's not those things. She is a strong black woman because black men were trash in her life. Her daddy was trash. Her uncles were trash. The first boyfriend she got was trash. So it's just a bunch of trash individuals, and there it is.
And man, that's just it's so hard for a black woman to get over that, because one thing that she does wrong, she gets that label.
Oh man, it's tough, bro. It's tough. Cuz is in the building. He couldn't stay away. What's going on, Cuz?
Ain't nothing going on. I'm yet holding on.
You yet holding on? Well, you just keep on keeping on, man, Cuz.
He look like he's somewhere comfortable.
You do look comfortable, Cuz. You found a hideaway, or what's going on?
Well, it's just been a busy day.
It's been a busy day, man. Al told me to tell you hello. He is in Texas. And he will be contacting you soon. So there you go.
Okay. We'll
All
see.
right.
We'll
There you
see.
go.
We'll see.
Yep.
He was comfortable when he got on at start of the show.
Well, yeah. And you know.
Yeah, he said, I am comfortable.
He was very comfortable. He was super comfortable. And he's fallen in love much like Ron did with DFW Airport. They're big fans.
Listen, Ron. Let me explain this to you. And I know you're a well-traveled guy, but I find it to be one of the easiest big airports to get around.
Oh, it is.
It actually is. It really is.
It really
Once you understand what it is, it really is.
Understand it.
Yeah.
Because
But
like in Atlanta, you have no other choice. You have to catch the train.
Right.
You got to ride the train all the way out to all them different gates.
Right.
DFW doesn't do that. You go right to your gate, whatever you call them.
Right.
A, B, C, D, whatever you call those things, and it's much easier to me. So I'm sorry you ran into a problem.
I run into a problem every time I go DFW.
I hope you had a good trip in Vegas and got your relaxation on and enjoyed yourself. You and the wife, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you. We had a phenomenal time in Vegas.
I know.
I do gotta say one thing about Vegas. It is not for fat people.
It's not for fat people.
It's not for fat people.
It causes you to exercise. It makes you walk, man. It makes you walk.
Yeah, we did about 6 miles a day of just walking.
Wow. And you know the other thing I like about it, the weed out there is cheap.
The what? Wait, what? What just happened? What?
Yeah, you got bad. It's on the street everywhere. You just walk. You high from the time you walk out your hotel till you get to the corner. You high.
What just happened?
What are you doing?
What just happened right now?
Mama noise. I'm about tired of you now.
Alicia, what happened to your luggage? She did not have a good experience. She did not have a good experience.
She lost her luggage?
She lost the luggage. She said the first time she lost it, and then the second time she said she never saw it again. So it's gone.
Dare I ask what airlines that one?
Right. That might don't put that on the old airport. That might just be that one. That might be that one airline. Yeah, everybody having on the whole airport.
Everybody having experience. Hey, but I'm telling you, dude, fat people in September in Vegas is a bad idea.
It's hot, Rick. It's hot, Ron. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's hot. Yeah. There's no clouds over the strip. There's no clouds at all.
Yeah.
He said, wasn't it you that said you wanted to ask when he to bind him to pray for overcast?
And I quickly corrected him for that. I said you could ask, but then you're gonna have to pay that $5,300 voucher card.
She's gonna charge for that prayer request.
Man, listen, and then you know they be trying to sneak little charges in on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's gonna start out at $1,500, but then it's gonna be some processing fees, and by the time you're done, man, that should be $8,000.
But here's the bad thing: we got them clouds on the day we were leaving.
They finally came.
It rained. It rained the day that we left.
Wow.
Cooled down. Man walked outside, felt good. I was like, "This is about a bitch."
Wow.
Listen. Since Siegfried and Roy is dead, I really don't go back to Vegas no more because I used to enjoy their acts.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't just let you say that.
Damn.
There we go. Carry on.
What I really want to know is, did you see O.J. Simpson?
Oh,
damn.
What the hell?
I didn't see OJ, but I tried to go see Prince, but Lloyd talked me out of going to see Prince.
It just didn't feel right, Ron. It didn't feel right. Feel right. That was the right decision.
And then I tried to go see
Michael Jackson. I have the picture of the Prince flyer tomorrow for the anniversary. It just didn't feel that was a decision you should make for your life.
Anthony Bruce said will be $7 per cloud.
Oh yeah, Juanita don't listen. Juanita don't do nothing for free. She don't do nothing for free. They said she went to a restaurant in Atlanta and charged them to use it. I was like, damn. I mean, what do you
Stop playing.
I'm just saying.
I hope she does some things for free. I would hate for her to be charging for that poo-poo.
Listen to me. She don't do nothing for free, cuz.
I really hope she ain't out there.
It's so sad. I saw the article that was saying reasons why folks is losing faith in the church because Juanita Bynum charged $1,500.
And the article started with Juanita Bynum.
And they didn't say a prayer, whatever. They just said $1,500 for prayer and left it at that.
Wow.
Juanita said, I don't do nothing for free. I don't get out the bed for free. Y'all go pay for this anointing.
Well, today is a day where vertigo is kicking my. I shouldn't discuss my health issues.
Well, you can with the noisemakers because we love you and we praying for you.
No, you know, the older people get, the more they be discussing their ailments, and I don't want to be that Negro, so I'm just going.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This full disclosure, are we having a meeting? We having a meeting right now, okay? My beautiful, wonderful grandma had visitors yesterday, and she hadn't seen his visitors in a long time, and I was grateful to see the visitors just like she was. But I'd say 75% of that conversation was about people that had died. It was just like, and I was like, wow, that's the part of growing up that we don't talk about. That man, as you get older, other people are not.
There's not much more to talk about if you really think about it. I mean, you can think on God's goodness, but them golden years ain't nearly as golden as we pretend they are.
It's
a struggle, man. It's a struggle.
That's I won't say that in totality, but I'll tell you this. I do recognize that part of the journey is a lot harder than we discuss open.
Sure,
it's a lot harder than we discuss open.
Yes.
It's got to be, because it has to be. You think about it. You've lived your life 60, 70, 80 years, 90 years, and now you're watching people that you grew up with and you had relationship with and friendship with, and they pass on, man. It's a tough part. That's a tough part. It's a tough part.
Did all the conversations start out the same way? Do you remember?
It was either do you remember or what happened to?
Yeah.
And you know, if you're honest with yourself, Mr. Noise, Mama Noise, and Ron, when you get together with a friend you haven't seen in a while, you ultimately are going to discuss.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear so and so died from school, and this one did, and that one got locked up, whatever the cases be. But
yeah,
you reminisce, and if you live into 90, 80, 90 years old, most of the people you're reminiscing about are dead.
Well, listen, one of the things that we saw yesterday, and I didn't do this at the top of the show, but I'll do it now. We while we were on the 5 last night, we got a rude awakening that rapper Coolio had passed. And it was as simple as he went to a friend's house to visit, and right there on his bathroom floor had a heart attack. And so it's a part of the journey, man. You know, the reality that we're all going to go at some point it's happening, you know. You muted somehow.
You know, they said Elvis died on the toilet too, and you know that wasn't exactly right. That wasn't.
That's what they told us. I'm not sure if that was the actual truth, but that is what they told us. That is the story they told us. So we'll let them have that moment.
I mean, how you gonna pass the shit?
I mean, he could have been straining and popped that heart. It was
I don't
had
know if
Harvey
that's how
coming
it
out.
went. I'm not sure that's how it went down, fellas. I'm not sure the interpretation that you guys are giving is exactly how it went down. But
But you know, you get that good. He got that good grunt, and his whole forehead kind of grunted up. You know, it popped the blood vessel. No, I'm sorry.
Mama knows the looks on your face. I'm just, we just
they're
come.
priceless, bro. They're priceless. They're priceless. The looks on Mama Noise's face have become a character on this show all of itself.
No, I'm in the wrong business. I need to be making money like that one dark skinned dude, Nigerian, that don't do no talking, but all he do is give expression.
Oh, he's killing it too. He's killing it. He's making a ton
On
of money.
TikTok, making millions of dollars.
Mama Noise, you should do that. You should do that. You should get on TikTok and make faces to some of the craziest videos, and I bet you it would go viral. They'd call it the Mama Noise face.
I will be Mama Noise.
Let's get paid. Let's work on that tonight.
But you got to do the glasses though. On certain ones, you got to make sure you put them glasses down.
Right. Add that in.
Mm-mm.
I like that, Mama. I like that idea. Let's go viral.
I'm saying he don't even say nothing.
He killing it though.
He's the highest paid person on TikTok.
There was one, but he's funny though. Mom. Have you ever seen the guy, Jay?
No, I haven't.
He's hilarious. Like he'll show a white person that there was one of the funniest ones he did. He showed a white person who cut the side of the toothpaste thing when it wasn't, most of it had been used, but he cut the side of the thing and they peeled it back and then rolled it up in a weird way and then scraped out the toothpaste and put it on the toothbrush. And so it cut to him and he said, he grabbed it and took the toothpaste and just did a normal squeeze and put it on a toothbrush and said, and it's funny because and it's always that comparison between what something weird a white person is doing to how black people would handle it. But it's funny though, every time. It's funny every single time.
Damn.
Bro. And he's making millions. Millions of dollars.
And somebody put on Facebook one time, it was like different things that black people do different from white people. Like they said, why is it that black people don't want the first slice of bread and the last piece?
The booty of the bread? Ain't nothing wrong with the booty of the bread. Ain't nothing wrong with the booty of the bread.
I can hear you, Jay.
I said I like the booty.
Nope.
I don't want the head, but
see, that's why you was muted, because that was it was supposed to be that way, and I clearly.
I'm gonna know. I do like the end pieces in the loaf.
I didn't ask you that. I was talking about bread.
Mama knows I like the end pieces in the loaf of bread.
I eat them too, Mama knows.
Okay, now that sounded so much better, unlike where you were going at first. Just saying. I do. Ever since I was a kid, I skipped past the first. So I don't want that. I want what's inside the bread. I don't need the back and the front.
Everybody in my house skips it but me. I go in there,
I love
thing of bread. I see where they skipped it. I'm always, we was poor growing up, so we grabbed whatever bread that was in there. Your ass want a sandwich, you was gonna eat in front of the bread.
It ain't the first piece I'm gonna grab, but I'll grab. But if it's in there, I'll eat it.
If it's the last, I'm not still. I'll be like, well, I won't be eating a sandwich.
I agree with that. You can make a great peanut butter sandwich or grilled cheese sandwich with it.
It does.
Yeah. Or and a fire bologna sandwich.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Come on now.
Your daughter was in the kitchen today talking about, I've never had bologna.
She didn't let me hook that up for her.
That's sad. Can't blame
with the crispy edges, you gotta have the crispy edges.
Listen, we got a weekend coming up. I'm gonna see how committed she really is to this experience. Because some people say things, but they don't really commit to it like they say.
The baby be that many years old, and y'all never fixed a baby bologna sandwich.
Well, because I don't know.
They bougie.
Y'all bougie.
They mama bougie.
But you in Arkansas, shit hell.
Well, some of the bougie is starting to calm down a little bit.
No, it ain't, because there was some ham hocks the other day, and they was like, Psh, ain't eating that.
Because we made some beans. Me and Grandma made some beans. My brother. Ooh, them beans are so good.
Fix them ham hocks 1 or 2, 3 more times. They figure it out. But you can't run to Popeyes and you can't run to churches to get them nothing to eat. Just cook the ham hocks. They'll figure it out.
Alicia said bologna is not allowed in their house, per her husband.
Why are you blocking his blessings, though? I don't understand.
I'm blocking his
why is he blocking your blessings? I don't understand.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't nothing like a good old piece of bologna with them crispy edges.
Wow.
Edges, man.
That's what the lady told Zara. She was like, what? She said, you ain't had no bologna with no mustard?
I think I still got it, too. I think I can put it, but I think I still got the skills to make a nice bologna sandwich.
I believe you do, but then when you make it, it's usually yours.
You think there's a skill?
Huh?
You think there's a skill requirement?
Oh yeah, you can't. Everybody can't make a good bologna sandwich, fried bologna sandwich. You know that.
It was burning.
They don't know what they're doing.
You gotta burn it a little bit. That's it.
But they don't know how to properly burn it though, cuz you know that. I've seen some people torch some bologna.
Thank you, Anthony Bruce.
Beyond recognition. You be like, what did you just make, sir? That's not bologna.
Okay.
And you got that big bubble in the middle.
If you don't have the bubble in the middle, you don't know what you're doing. You really don't know what you're doing. If you don't have the bubble and the burn on the bubble in the middle on one side and the crispy edges on the other, then you really are a trash bologna maker.
Oh.
Just cut a slit in the top in the middle to stop the bubble from coming in.
But I want the bubble though. I want the bubble.
Do you cook your bologna? This is a question here, like the grits and the sugar. And do you cook your bologna with the ends on it, or do you take it off before you cook it?
I take the ends off when I buy the whole. When I'm not doing like sometimes I buy it a lot of times I buy it pre-sliced. But right. But when I buy it the whole, I take the ends off. I go ahead and take the ends.
You don't cook it with the red rim on it.
No, I don't take. I take no. The ends. It comes with ends.
So when you buy the single slices, take the ends off.
Right.
You run do you run that end between your teeth to get all the bologna off of it?
I will admit here publicly today.
Yes, sir.
You are a place of honesty. Yes, I do.
Amen.
Yes, we have all the time.
Yes,
all the time.
Yes, I do. I have to.
I know homemade dental floss.
Mama Noise,
that's a rite of passage.
You could have.
Well, I will pass by. Use no.
Mama Noise, you can't leave it on there. You can't. You got to.
You can't leave it on there.
No, and it's going right in the trash. I ain't trying to put it between my teeth.
It will go in the trash, but after I run it through my teeth.
Nope.
Wow.
That is bananas. That is definitely a male thing.
No, it's not. It's a people thing.
Black people.
You got to give the people what they want. They want that little rim. They want it.
No, that's like even with the ham hock. I love ham hock. I just can't eat it with that big old thick skin on it. You take that off, I'm golden.
You take it off.
What am I eating for?
You gonna peel it like an apple?
That's right. My grandmother used to be like, "You finna eat that?" I said, "I bet you I'll be at this table all night. I ain't gonna sit there and eat that tough."
That's too much work.
It was tough than leather.
I don't need the ham hock anyway. I just want the bean. I want the flavor of the ham hock in the bean. That's all I really care about.
And I want the ham hock.
Oh, well, you can have
the thing is, you cook it long enough, Mama Noise. It ain't tough.
It ain't tough.
Well, then
right,
it was tougher than leather. I was like, I can't eat this. I told you the dog was like, "What you want? Why you leave this on the floor for me to get?"
No, don't you
try to stay with country now.
And tell that lie on your grandmama no more that she cooked.
It was the truth. The dog was like, "I can't eat this."
Don't tell that lie. She cooked them ham hocks, and them ham hocks were still tough. Now come on.
The skin was still tough. That's why I said I can't eat that.
Mama Noise, I ain't met a dog yet.
They won't eat a ham hock.
They won't eat a ham hock.
This was a poodle, and there's that.
Well, first of all, you never should feed a poodle a ham hock because he ain't got no teeth anyway.
That's right. I wasn't giving him the ham hock. That was mine. All I was trying to do is get rid of that old tougher than leather skin.
All I know is them beans are delicious. Fantastic.
Maybe y'all was so hungry she didn't want to finish cooking it because all you gotta do is keep boiling it and
Yeah.
cook right on down and be just as soft.
It's possible.
The longer you cook it, the more tender it gets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Starts to melt like butter after a while.
Yeah.
In your mouth.
Okay.
Well, listen,
This is some old country shit though. I ain't gonna lie.
it is country, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Anthony Bruce, are you a chef?
Wow.
What happened? What did he say?
He said she didn't cook the ham hocks long enough.
She didn't.
I asked him, is he a chef? Do he be cooking like that?
He just told the truth, Mama knows.
I am hungry. I'm very hungry right now.
I mean, because Lloyd, when he put them in the greens, after I done cleaned the greens and plucked the greens and all that stuff.
You just want some shine? You can have your shine, Mama.
What?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Because you don't go to the cleaning of the greens before the.
Oh.
We were talking about ham hocks.
Where's this going?
You don't supposed to talk about that you clean the greens?
Well, of course we know. Everybody here know you clean the greens. Everybody.
Oh, you want me to just go ahead and give you the credit that you cooked the green?
Oh,
okay.
Mama, I don't want credit for nothing. I just was saying.
This is too much.
This nigga here, boy.
The hell?
I didn't ask for no credit for nothing. I just simply
said, you did. Look like you want your shine.
Because you started with after I cleaned the greens and washed the greens and blah 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 blah.
So what?
All we won, we did them greens together.
Wow. Okay, I'll make sure that you get your.
I'm G Money. You didn't build this by yourself.
Really? You don't New Jack City me?
Somebody got to pick them, Mama Noise. Somebody got to clean them. Somebody got to cook them. That's how it works. Partnership.
Okay.
We built this together.
Okay.
Am I my brother's keeper, Mama Noise?
Because ain't nothing like we got to do it all by yourself. You got to pick them and clean them by
Please
yourself.
believe it.
And I got to cook them too.
If you're saying you want all the shine, then hey, well then
I'm used to doing it all myself, but man, do I hate some dirty ass greens.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh,
you preaching now. You just preached that song. What's your cash app?
We pre-washed the damn greens a couple of times. We got to be so damn dirty.
Ooh, ain't nothing like some
them
dirty.
Texas greens still got dirt on them, still got sand on them.
Ain't nothing like some dirty greens.
I had some greens one time. I said, to this person, I said, what's going on with your greens? Oh, they come cleaned already. I said, I will not be eating any more of your greens.
I just happened to be with Mama Noise that day too, and let me just tell you,
they was gritty.
The devil was busy. He was busy. Ooh, he was busy.
And all the people kept coming in there talking about.
Two different things. They were gritty in the pot,
cooked already.
Cause it looked like they had been washed in the sand of the beach.
And people was coming in talking about, oh, I can't wait to get your greens. I was like, y'all lying. Y'all are sitting here lying. Ain't nobody gonna say what is really going on here. I said, okay. Y'all not being honest. I just
that's extra fiber.
Not dead that. Now I understand. Who was it? One mother was like, oh no, I put my greens in the washing machine. I said, see, that's why you gotta be careful. You be always looking forward to eating somebody else's food. You don't know how they prepare.
I've heard that though. Now I've heard people say they wash it in a washing machine or a dishwasher or something like that.
There's actually nothing wrong with I've never done it, but Mama knows if you want to rinse some of that sand off and all that them bugs and shit that be on some greens, you can put them in the rinse cycle of the dishwasher and just let them rinse.
Now, what I don't want though is my washing machine backed up with sand though. That's
he said the dishwasher.
No, the dishwasher, not the washing machine. You can't do the washing machine.
That's what they were saying.
I know people have done it in the washing machine.
In the wash machine on the rinse cycle.
Yeah.
I said that's too much. I just can't imagine the same place you put bleach, detergent, and funky clothes.
I don't want my greens where my drawers being.
That's all I'm saying.
That feels wrong to me too.
I don't want to do all that.
That feels wrong to me too. I just
I think people take it for face value when the bag says we already washed these greens.
And that's the reason why I don't buy bag greens. I want my shit
Get
fresh.
that bundle. Get them
Take it
bundles.
bundle, take it home.
Well, the part
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the part of them bag greens ain't nothing in there but stems. Like shit.
Nothing but stems.
Yeah.
True.
You better mess around. You buy the same amount of bags as you gonna buy bundles. You better just buying the bundles.
Yep.
Just buy the bundles. I was like,
I'm
what?
sorry. I don't know why we call them bundles, bunches. You get a bunch.
Well, we're so used to saying bundles because
they was looking like bundles at the grocery store wrapped up with the wire.
Because he is correct. It is a bunch of greens. It's not a bundle of greens.
It looked like a bundle. Like weave. Weave is wrapped up in a bundle.
I don't know. Weren't you raised down in the country part of the time? Did you pick up anything from the country?
I was born in Louisville, Kentucky.
Country-ish.
What you talking about? I am not from the Crooked Letter.
She boo you, bro.
Mama knows that's so that believe that they are the, once upon a time, Dallas believed that it was a big city.
It's not?
It is now. Dallas was country as hell for the longest time.
That's true.
That's why JR and them was here. It's country. It was a small town USA. They just thought.
Well, according to the house out there, it did not look country. South Fork did not look country.
Mama knows you ever been to the house?
It was down the street.
Yeah,
right off Parker Road.
I took the tour. I was highly disappointed.
That is the country. You do know that, right?
They had a mansion with a bunch of farmland around
Well,
it.
it's not country anymore. It was.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It's not anymore.
But it used to be country.
Yeah, it used to be very country. But I gotta tell you, that might have been one of the most disappointing tours I've ever had in my life. Cause I was fascinated with that house as a little kid. I was like, oh my God, amazing house and that big old pool and that this and that. Man, when you take that tour, you say this little bitty house is the house. This is the house.
You like Dallas was nothing but the part you saying country. All I could see is that some longhorns and some horses. That's what that was the country part.
Yeah, it's
because down the road was the stores and modern stores and stuff down the street.
But when JR and them was there, none of that was there.
Yeah, no, that was it was real country back then.
So the mansion wasn't there.
No, the
mansion was there, but it's not even a mansion though. It's like just a regular house.
All well, I wouldn't call it a regular house, Mr. Noise. It
wasn't a regular house.
I wouldn't call it.
I've taken that. Have you taken the tour?
I have.
I didn't think it was very impressive at all, by comparison. And you find out that they don't shoot the entire thing there.
Right.
They shoot part of it there.
Right.
But like the pool scenes they shot there, and some of the other stuff, some few little other scenes they shot there. But they did shoot in an actual mansion. Right. So that's why it looked so different. It was a lot of movie magic type shit.
Thank you, Alicia. Louisville is not country. I'm just saying.
So, Mama Noise.
Louisville's country-ish. They might not be 100% country. They country-ish.
Right. It's country adjacent.
Are you talking about the bluegrass part, the further out where there's grass? And
Louisville.
Are you talking about inside the inner city?
Oh no, I'm talking about Louisville. Louisville is country.
I'm talking about Louisville. Yeah, Louisville country.
Don't let the fact that it's a menu make y'all think that y'all ain't country. Y'all country. And I'm country by God's grace. God, dog it.
Amen to that.
And I was born and raised here. We country.
Love being country. Southern gentleman. I'm a Southern gentleman.
I don't know. What part are we trying to say this country? Because I beg to differ.
I have a problem. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? We didn't have no horses out back. We had no cattle. What's
that ain't the part that makes you country.
What's the country part?
There's some of your tendencies, some of your ways, some of your
what country, Mama knows the people.
Yeah, your attitudes. Yeah, we're not.
Oh, that's what you calling country.
That's what
all your country.
All your country is.
All the country folks who moved to the South that moved into Louisville is still country.
It's still country. Yeah.
Mama Noise, you like Scarface, 8 Ball MJG, you like pig feet and chitlins. They don't like that in New York.
I don't like no pig feet.
Well, you like chitlins.
You know what, Lloyd? You need to be quiet. Just because they had a country station up in Moorhead does not mean that. I mean, clearly that's where you got.
They sell
you and Ron
chitlins
was up
like
at the country
crazy.
music.
So Mama knows they sell chitlins like crazy in Louisville.
Okay.
Niggas eat chitlins everywhere in Louisville. Louisville's country.
You probably can't find a chitlin in New York City.
Mama knows if you.
That's me. It's me.
Okay. Mama, I mean, other than Dallas, Mama knows if you really spend any time in a major big city.
I went to Miami.
Mama knows Miami is a different kind of world, though. You can't use Miami as. Miami is all naked people and Cubans and shit. And
that's right. It looked like the world.
It's not even America. It's more international than it is America.
Shame on you. It is the world.
I mean, it's not America. It's more international. I mean, everybody down there. Honey, I'll say, honey.
Nope.
Huh.
Oh.
Lloyd, you gonna let him get away with that?
Honey.
I apologize. I got a text in the middle. Was it racist or?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Everything's fine. Listen, Mama.
No.
It was racist.
That was racist.
He said that Miami wasn't even a part of America. It's international.
I mean.
Oh yeah, that was definitely. There you go.
There are more foreigners in in Miami than there are born in Americans. It's a very foreign place.
Okay.
Very true.
That's not Kentucky, so.
That's why I say it's more of an international city than it is an American city.
I love international. I love it.
Oh, I'm talking about New York. I'm talking about LA.
In my opinion, it's the same as New York. New York is a big old melting pot of gumbo of different types of people and ethnicities. So is Miami.
I mean, I agree with you. New York is very international, but New York is also a major, overcrowded, big ass dump of a city.
Miami does not have the big old buildings that they have in New York, but please believe that they tried to catch some immigrants and then put them on a plane and took them somewhere else. So clearly, it's overloaded down there too.
Yeah, let's not.
God damn, that was racist.
Y'all on fire. Y'all on fire right now. I mean, on fire.
Santos is the governor down there, and as soon as he think he done caught somebody or whatever, he put them on a plane, shipping them up somewhere else. We got too many down here. Like you said, this is a whole nother country.
What was his name?
She said Santos, which is not a thing.
DeSantis. His name DeSantis.
Something like that, Mama. I don't want you to keep struggling with it. Let's just move on.
Well, if you know, then you should tell me. Then don't be sitting there keeping it to yourself.
I'm gonna tell you after the show because it feels like you're not gonna back up on this racist punch. You are.
Anyway.
Real quick because I know we got to go. Come hang out with us tomorrow. We're gonna celebrate. Not gonna keep you long, but we're gonna have a nice little celebration. Nothing fancy, just us talking about how you, the noisemakers, made us dope. That's all it is. And we're gonna give away the Noisemaker of the Year award to one of the noisemakers tomorrow. So there's that, and then that'll be it. That's all you need to know for now. We'll get back to the rest of it later.
I'm still taking payments, $39.99 for the Noisemaker of the Year.
Is there a comment at $39.99 or is it just straight $39.99?
$39.99.
No comma. I mean, no decimal point.
No decimal point.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
so that's big. He giving out big.
I need it.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
So, do we have to go right now, Mr. Noise, or do I have time for a quick story?
We always love a quick cuss story.
Well, it ain't that quick, but it's a story. Listen, Mama Noise, did you take your glasses off?
I did.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my story to myself. Mama,
tell your story. Tell your story, Doc. Tell your story, Doc.
Oh no, listen. Today, I one of the things that the wife and I have enjoyed over the years, we like to go estate sale shopping. And today,
I've heard of them, but.
And today, she called me yesterday and sent me some stuff. She said, you got to go to this estate sale. So today I went down to this estate sale down in Highland Park.
Come on now.
Here in Dallas. And we knew it was going to be a fancy estate sale. You go to estate sales because you get stuff much cheaper than what they originally paid for it.
That's right.
Well, I had my eye on a few things, and I was like maybe 20th in line. We had to stand in line just to get into the house.
Oh
because
my.
so excited about this estate sale. And I walked in there, and I'm looking around, and I'm looking at these prices, and I'm thinking, oh my God. They had an entry-level table that goes against the wall, entry-level table, $25,000.
Oh Lord.
20 who?
Entry level.
$25,000. Entry, Mama Noah's entry.
Did the table cook and clean?
Oh, to come into the house. Okay.
Those tables that sit against the wall. You put
like a credenza right there at the front door.
Yeah, maybe some pictures on it. Yeah. $25,000. Well, I kept walking around and looking, and I came in this dining room area, and this guy was getting ready to purchase this dining room table. It was a rectangular table, and the salesperson said, that's an excellent buy. That's an excellent buy. The owner originally paid $35,000 for the dining room.
Did he recently die? Or do we get more money off on it?
Did he die or something? What happened? How are you getting it?
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
We just trying to figure out what's going on with this estate. Why are they selling off all their shit?
Oh no. They just redoing the house. They're gonna do it totally different.
Okay.
She's still alive. But
so really this is the yard sale, but not in the yard.
And this guy sit up there and paid $15,000 for a used dining room table.
Wow.
That's about right.
They had a sectional couch. I have one of them sectional couches. The lady paid $28,000 for it. A lady walked up in there and paid $7,000 for it right there in front of me. Sectional couch. A used couch with somebody else's ass prints on it for $7,000.
Was this a celebrity house?
No.
Well, was the stuff quality?
You know how much money in Highland Park. There's so much
money.
Well,
it's probably quality, Mama Noise, but it still, he could have bought a brand new one for the prices he paying for used stuff.
People don't buy that type of stuff. We buy for functionality. They buy because it's a name brand.
Yes, that's what I was asking. Okay.
That's exactly what it was. Exactly.
I don't understand these purchases.
I mean,
he could have bought a brand new couch, brand new sectional.
And when I go to stuff like that and walk around, how much money some people have.
You're like somebody do.
And we all think we're on a certain level. Go to shit like that, you say, shit, I can't hang with these mother hubbers.
Well, did you walk out with anything? Did you get anything?
Oh, I always do, but that ain't the point. The point is a $25,000 table to go against the wall. It was listed for $25,000. That means she paid more than $25,000 for it.
Well, now we are interested in what you got.
Oh, it doesn't matter what I got, but I didn't pay $25,000. I didn't pay $15,000. I didn't pay $7,000. My story is I like to do those estate sales just to see how the other half lives.
You know, there's a lot of room between $0 and $6,999.
And 99 cents.
I love this story, by the way. Let me just tell you.
I did bid on some art pieces.
Okay.
And I'm waiting to hear back on those, on 2 of them. And
that was your purpose for going.
And I purchased a mirror. But other than that, nah.
Ain't y'all got enough mirrors in your bedroom?
Why are you speaking out their bedroom?
What?
Why are you speaking out their bedroom?
mirror.
Everybody need a good mirror.
I need a good mirror, Mama Noah.
Mama knows the mirror's not going in my bedroom
this time.
No. What the shade that's going on in this here podcast today.
You know what? I just noticed that as many times I've been to your house, I never
appreciate
you never did tour your bedroom when you brought us to tour the house.
I've seen the bedroom.
I've
seen the bedroom.
Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
You guys ought to go out there and see how the better half lives in Pine Bluff.
Oh, we
there?
should.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
There's not much better half here.
You got to cross over to the next city.
Yeah, it's not really here anymore. Little Rock has some better half. Pine Bluff has some. We're doing better than y'all.
We want to do better.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, it's all good. Well, I'm glad you were able to find what you're looking for, cuz.
And maybe one day when I grow up, I'll go to an estate sale. I want to see what they do.
I just told you, you guys can look them up and go. You just go.
I said I will, but hey, I want to go there because in case I see something, I want to be able to say, I would like to put a bid in for that Picasso.
They're all free to go to, Mama Noah. You can go throw your bid in and leave.
No, he said it was a line to get in the building. They probably was looking up there, everybody looking at him up and down, like, you ain't got nothing to drink.
First of all, I told you where it was. It was in Highland Park,
right?
A very rich area of Dallas.
Yes.
So the house had security guards.
What?
Because it's Highland Park, Mama Noise.
Right. You can't just walk up in there all willy-nilly.
What do you think? Somebody gonna hijack him for some furniture?
That's right.
Mama Noise, you ever been to Highland Park?
I've been to the hood side of Highland Park.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There is a hood side of Highland Park.
Hey, I'm going.
My mother live on the hood side of Highland Park.
I'm going to the estate sale, and when I walk up in there, I'm gonna bust up in there, and they're gonna be like,
nope.
This art thing is worth $15,000. Make your bid, and I'm gonna write there just as bold as I can.
$1.
$2.
And they gonna say no, and they gonna kick you out on your booth.
Hey, you don't know what they gonna say, because if ain't nobody else bid on it, it's mine. I might find an item in the house and just bid on $2 and just see what happens. You'd be surprised.
Then they're gonna say security.
As soon as you turn it in, they walking your ass straight out.
I got to be walked out because I bid $2.
That's right.
What did Chad say?
He said there's a hood side to Highland Park.
There's not. There's not.
Yeah, it is.
Mama knows there's not.
It's not. I tried to explain.
I went down to my godmother's house. She like, we over here in Highland Park.
Highland Park. That's just where that.
They both call Highland Park.
No, that church is called Highland Park.
The church. This wasn't the church. This was over her mama's house.
But that area is not called Highland Park, Mama knows.
Mama knows. There's no hood part to Highland Park.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. It's Hamilton Park.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a Highland Park church in Hamilton Park.
I thought it's what I was like. It's H something.
Y'all,
so
we're going to
put out that there's a hood in Highland Park, like you knew what you was talking about.
I mean, I was like, I've been over there.
Well, that's right. You have been to the hood. Now that's true. That part is true.
You know, where you just like, okay, this is okay as long as I'm riding through.
Oh my goodness.
On my way to the Veterans Hospital.
Help us, Lord.
For those of you out there in listening land, Highland Park is a section of Dallas where George W. Bush lives, and
that's where the bishop lives.
Mark Cuban lives, and I think Jared Jones might be in Highland. He might be in University Park. I'm not sure which one of them parks.
I wonder if Bishop Jakes and Mark Cuban ever get together for dinner. Like, what you doing, Mark? What you doing?
Wait a minute. How come? Wait a minute. I forgot to tell. Didn't we forget to talk about Bishop Jakes' record deal?
We talk about it tomorrow during the show.
Okay.
We got a show tomorrow.
I remember we was talking about it last week. So
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Jay, thank you for that story. We sure appreciate that. Want to send our thoughts and prayers to Tua Tagovailoa, who was just carted off the field about 20 minutes ago. It looked bad.
Who was that?
Tua Tagovailoa,
the QB of Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
They're playing tonight?
Yeah.
On a Wednesday night?
Thursday night.
Today it's Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
Okay, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, they played tonight, and he was just carted off the field. It looked really bad.
He was the one that was comatose.
Concussed last week. Yeah.
That's what everybody was saying. They like he shouldn't have came back.
And I'll just say this because I saw the play in real time. If he wasn't concussed last week,
he's concussed now.
Concussed now.
Yeah, they came back, said he's got a concussion right now, but he does have feeling in all his limbs.
Thank God.
He doesn't have feeling in his hand that he just broke.
He broke his hand?
Absolutely. Because one of his fingers was not pointing in the right direction.
What they landed on him, or he hit a helmet?
No, he got slammed to the ground by a defensive lineman.
Who they playing?
The Bengals.
Let me get this straight.
I hope he does well.
I really like him as well.
You said Tonga to Talua, he broke his hand tonight, right?
No, I didn't say that at all.
God damn, that was racist.
It's so
I said Tua Tagovailoa.
He's so
You
mad.
said all them syllables? Okay, well, what you said then? He broke his hand, and then didn't the Cowboys guy? Wasn't he a QB? Broke his hand.
What? Oh yes, yes.
What is going on with the QBs?
This was more than breaking his hand. He got slammed to the ground bad. Like his hand is broke. It looked like his hand is broke. It looked like he's got a concussion. He may have damaged his neck. He may be out for a long time. It was bad. It was really bad.
So when is the Cowboy QB coming back?
I don't know, Mama Noise. I don't work for
You don't know Dak's name?
That's his name. I couldn't remember it.
Oh,
I get it mixed up with Ezekiel.
Mama Noise, do me a favor. Just put those questions in the private chat, and I'll bring them to the people. I'll bring it to the people. I can't have you out here looking like this. This ain't a good look, Mama Noise.
At least I knew that both of them was quarterbacks.
That's true. That is a good point.
How many ladies even knew that Tonga
Nope. Don't try it. Don't do it. Just walk away.
Dak Elliott.
Walk away.
He said no damn Dak Elliott. She didn't say
walk away, Mama Noise. Just walk away.
She didn't say
You Homer Simpson right now.
Both of them were quarterbacks.
Just fade on into the bush. There you go. Baby.
Thank you, Alicia, because there's a lot of ladies that don't know who the QBs are of these particular football teams. I just say the QB for Miami Dolphins is TT.
Hey, Mama Noy, why don't you close us out right now?
Yeah, that's probably best.
Why don't you go ahead and close us out?
Thank you for watching Talkin NOIZ Daily Podcast. If you struggle with some of the names of these football players and stuff too, I understand what you're saying. So do I. So I give them my own little nicknames. Miami Dolphins QB is TT. That way you ain't got to worry about it. So if I don't say Tungaloa,
bye, y'all. See y'all for the anniversary tomorrow. We love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Mama Noise. There's no grown man gonna call him TT.
No.
Well,
I'm not calling that nigga no TT.
I ain't calling no grown ass man
TT either.
You call him Dak Elliott.
Bye, y'all. We take it. Bye.
We're talking NOIZ.